Yo, welcome to the TDA watch party. We up in here.
Yo, welcome
we
back for another week. Big week. Alabama Ole Miss, of course, the game a lot of Alabama fans, a lot of college football fans in general have been waiting on for sure. I know a lot of Alabama fans are probably a bit nervous about this matchup, and it is expected to be a good matchup for the Crimson Tide with Ole Miss coming to town.
I think it's gonna be a blowout, man. We up in here. Touchdown Alabama. Thank you for tuning in with us. We got the watch party. We do this every Bama game. We're just gonna be here chilling, giving you some analysis, a little bit of analysis, watching the game with y'all, hanging out with y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are sponsored by Wing Out in Birmingham. If you're in the Birmingham area, Green Springs, Center Point, Wing Out, check them out. They provided us food here. The wings are good. The flavors are delicious, like no cap. So check out Wing Out. Thanks to Wing Out for sponsoring us. I ate off camera because I'm not finna be pigging out in front of y'all. I smashed a few wings already. But yeah, appreciate Wing Out. Let's see who we got in the chat right now. We got Coach Smook up in here. As always, what's going on? Quentin Young is first in the chat. What's going on? We got Wasp Rock. What's going on? John Bailey, Aaron McGuire, Kyle James, Vodka Drinker. We got Jerry Martin in here. We got Willie 351, Blue Ranch Gang in here. What's up? Who else we got? C Bama is in here. Jerome Sanders is in here. Who else we got? Easy Money, Orlando Richardson, William Bryant, the legend, is in here. Gucci Tide is in here. Agent 1492 is in here. Will Brinson is in here. Appreciate y'all coming in, man.
Yeah, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. Be sure to leave a like. Also, turn on those notifications so you drop content.
Come on, what's the button? Yeah, come on.
Check out the content that we drop consistently on Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page. A lot of content coming in the coming days. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. As I said, we got you covered on everything Alabama football, everything Alabama recruiting right here on Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page as always.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you subscribe. What are y'all score predictions looking like? Because I don't know. But I think it's going to be a blowout. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Waylon is here. Not a blowout. I think it's going to be – I don't think it's going to be as close as people think. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think as far as points goes, I think Alabama is a 14-point favorite at the moment over the Ole Miss Rebels. I put my prediction out a little bit earlier over at touchdownalabama.com. I am thinking 41-28, of course. I picked 41 because I factor in a couple of Will Riker field goals every time I predict an Alabama football game. Now I always predict that the Crimson Tide will kick some field goals and lean on Will Riker when they are in field goal position and when a field goal opportunity arises. So I think it will be a good game. I think Alabama's defense will have to take a bend but don't break approach. Ole Miss is an explosive offense, so they are going to be able to get some big plays, but I think the biggest thing is how you bounce back from those big plays for the Crimson Tide, for both teams on both sides of the football, getting off of the field on third down as well. I think this game, as much as people want to talk about how explosive each team's offense is, I think this game will come down to how each team's defense performs.
Yeah, Justin with that analysis there. I don't know. Alabama has been it's been some surprising things going on in these Bama games. So I don't know. It's kind of getting to like it's kind of unpredictable. When some stuff happens, you got people scoring more than you expect against Bama. Second halves going different ways. So I don't know. But like it was said, Ole Miss has not really played competition this year. So we're gonna see. Levi Base, what's going on? And we'll be taking calls at halftime. I will have a call-in number on the screen. We'll be taking calls at halftime and after the game. So yeah, this game is about to kick off soon. Joe Dirt, what's going on?
See, we got some predictions coming in already. We got Waylon with 55-42. Of course, we all know that he is predicting Alabama to win the game, 55-42.
Coach Smoot got 52-17 Bama.
Coach Smoot thinking about a blowout. He with you, John. He thinking about a blowout.
Yeah, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's gonna be that bad. We got 17-42 from Pixelated Pepper.
Yeah, you got Bama coming out with a dominant performance and a dominant win. We got Levi Bates, 40-38, Ole Miss. And he thinks Ole Miss is going to come in with the upset.
Okay.
Of course, Alabama's only favored by 14 points. I mean, when you think about the odds, even Vegas, the betting line, I think a lot of people think Alabama's going to run away with this game. But as a lot of you saw last year's game, everyone is respecting Ole Miss offense, especially.
Yeah, everybody talking about Ole Miss offense.
We got Willie 351, 37-24 Alabama. If Pete Golding don't get it right, we giving up 30 plus.
30 plus. Hey, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think this game is going to rely on both teams' defenses. Your defense is going to have to step up this game for you to come out on top.
For sure. John Bailey, welcome to the chat. Nia181, welcome to the chat. We are in here ready for this kickoff. This game is about to be like, I don't know. I think this is gonna be the biggest game this season for Bama. besides title games, but
yeah,
I'm ready, man.
Yeah, now outside of Alabama and Ole Miss, of course, we like to talk a little bit about some of the other things going on in college football. We saw Georgia picked up a dominant win over Arkansas. I know Arkansas has been a favorite for a lot of people, just thinking about their story and thinking about them bouncing back from the last couple of bad seasons that they have had and started 4-0 this season, but Georgia defeated them today. So Georgia is still looking really good. So if Alabama possibly has to battle them in the SEC championship game, that is going to be a great matchup. But it's a long way from now. The focus is Alabama Ole Miss today.
I thought we was thinking like if Arkansas probably did something against Georgia or possibly won, that Bama Arkansas game would be good, but got destroyed. So
the Alabama Arkansas game would definitely had a lot of attention on it if Arkansas came into that game undefeated, but it still has a possibility to be a game that could attract a lot of people, and a lot of people want to watch it if Arkansas can bounce back from that defeat. But there's a lot to watch in this game. Of course, Alabama versus Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin versus Nick Saban. Another Alabama former assistant is trying to take down Nick Saban. Of course, everybody remembers last year's game. Crazy game, shootout, going back and forth.
Yeah, they showing a flashback on TV right now.
Yeah, like I told you, John, when I take a look back at that final score, 63-48, I was kind of surprised that was the score. If with that game in your mind, you sort of felt the game was a lot closer.
Yeah, you think it was closer. End. Yeah, I thought it was closer. Willie 351 said, "What flavors y'all working with?" Well, we got some. It's some kind of hot. The hot wings, they good. They like the good spicy wings. You know,
they're
some
not
wings,
the blazing wings from
Buffalo Wild Wings. Blazing, they too hot.
Yeah.
No flavor.
Yeah, this wing flavor sneaks up on the real hot. It borders that line, but it doesn't cross.
Yeah,
very good wings for sure.
And it gets hot, and then it goes away. It don't stay, and the flavor is good. And we got some what is this called?
Lemon pepper. I know lemon pepper wings.
Not lemon pepper. The ones with the sauce on it.
These right here?
Yeah.
I haven't tasted them.
Honey Gold.
Oh, yeah. Honey Gold.
Honey Gold, something like that. Yeah, we got those, and we got some, I think it's like some.
I know lemon pepper for sure.
Some lemon pepper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we up in here, man. Wing out going in, man.
Yeah, most definitely. It's definitely a place
ranch
you want
fries.
to try.
Got the ranch fries with it. The lemonade, super good.
Yo, what are you guys looking forward to in this game? I know a lot of people want to see what Pete Golding does on the defensive side of football. A lot of Alabama fans gave him a hard time after watching that Florida game. What are you guys looking forward to in this matchup?
Definitely look forward to that defense doing well, man. A lot of people, like we was talking about earlier, a lot of people were saying Henry Toto is messing up or playing bad. I just think he hasn't been flashy. I don't know if he's playing bad though.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have spoken about him being lost on the defensive side of the football, but I don't think he has played horrible. I think he has played good in a lot of different ways, and I think Nick Saban even believes in him moving forward, and I think he's going to be a guy who is going to be tested today. I think Alabama's entire defense is going to be tested all over the field, and we are going to see how good this defense could be, and if this defense is going to improve. I think watching that Florida game, a lot of Alabama fans were saying, let's fire Pete Golding, which is something we saw last year after this game last year. And we slowly saw Alabama's defense get better and better and better. Are we going to see Alabama's defense take another step in this matchup? That's a question to watch as well.
Man, they wanted to fire Pete Golding after the championship. Still. Golly. Kiffin and Saban was chatting it up on the field.
Here we got Jake Orso. Looking forward to see how Bama deals with Matt Corral.
Jake.
Yeah, I think that is what a lot of people are looking forward to. When you go back and look at teams that have defeated Alabama, they have always had great quarterbacks who were able to make plays with their feet and as well as make plays with their arm. So we'll be excited. It will be exciting to see what Matt Corral can do. I think the last game, it was one of these games, I think it was with the Florida game. I think CBS showed a stat where if you wanted to defeat Alabama, your starting quarterback had to not throw any interceptions.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the stat, so that could be something to watch as well.
Yeah, I'm ready to see this game, man. I need to hurry up. Hurry up. We got Joanne Carey. Welcome to the chat. Says we need our wide receivers to step up. For sure. I want to see some more, possibly another kick return touchdown.
Maybe special teams could be something to watch today.
Yeah.
We saw Jamison Williams return 2 kickoffs for touchdowns last game. I am pretty sure Ole Miss is kicking the ball out of the end zone. He is not going to get too many opportunities to return kicks, I don't think, anymore this season, but it'll be interesting to see how they handle it. But punt return could be huge this game, and it'll be exciting and interesting to see who will be returning punts for Alabama today. We have seen Slade Bolden. We saw JoJo Earl do a lot of punt returning last game against Southern Miss, so it'll be interesting to see who will take the first stab at returning punts this game.
Yeah. It was looking like they let up off Slade returning, so I'm thinking JoJo might get out there first.
Of course, we got the duo of Brian Robinson and Jace McClellan back for the Crimson Tide today in the backfield. Alabama still has that loaded backfield, has so many different options. I don't know if they are going to go 3 deep in the backfield against Florida. We saw that they stuck with Brian Robinson and Jace McClellan. I expect them to do the same today. It'll be interesting to see how they rotate their wide receivers. Will they rotate some other guys in who we haven't seen play early in games? I saw Treshawn Holden play really early in the Southern Miss matchup. Will he have an opportunity to play a little bit earlier this game? We'll see.
Man, they won't.
As Ole Miss takes the field inside Bryant-Denny Stadium.
High Power TV, what's going on? Dave D.
Steven Smith with his first update of the day. Ole Miss getting the ball first. Pete Golding and Alabama's defense gets an opportunity to get on the field early. I think this is what everyone has been waiting to see as well. Ole Miss's offense against Alabama's defense during the first drive of the game.
Let's go, baby. Oh, Bryant-Denny is packed. It's packed.
See Lane Kiffin making a return to Bryant-Denny Stadium.
They said Lane Kiffin lost weight. So he lost like 30 pounds for this. He stopped drinking.
Why he threw the headphones?
He was talking to the reporter. Took the headphones off.
Why he looked at the camera like that?
Maybe he was thinking like, oh, my bad, I ain't mean to throw it like that. And then he second guessed it.
He looked at the camera a weird way before he threw the headphones.
Joanne. I think I'm saying it right. Joanne Carey. Appreciate the $5. Greatly appreciated. Man, my applause too low, man. Turn it up, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Alabama Ole
Kickoff
Miss.
is starting.
Kickoff. We may be behind you guys. Of course, we are streaming the matchup, so it may be a play behind. The kickoff is set for our. Yo, that's the look I was talking about. Yo.
They replayed it. He disrespecting Brian Denny already.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Lane Kiffin is a character. Of course,
They over there
looking
praying.
at Alabama's defense going against Ole Miss's offense. Ole Miss is expected to be without one of their star wide receivers and Jonathan Mingo. We'll see how that impacts the game.
The ball is kicked off.
It's going to go. Did it hit? I'm guessing it hit the end zone.
It looked like it didn't hit the end zone.
Oh, kick out of bounds.
I could have sworn that bounced in.
Yeah, I thought it
I
bounced
caught
in
the
the
end
end
of it.
zone. And that it looks as if it bounced out of bounds.
You see that?
Yeah, that's a weird kick. That's a weird kick and a weird kick placement. I think the officials were a bit shook by that where the ball landed. It took him a minute to even throw the flag. I don't even think he threw the flag.
Yeah, he threw it. He threw it on the ground.
Okay, Ole Miss's first play of the game. Matt Corral is going to keep it.
Got the first down already.
First down on the first play, hitting the slot wide receiver. Yeah, Ole Miss is coming up with the hurry up. Already set, already ready
the
to
hurry
go.
up offense in full
Getting it
effect.
out to the playmakers in space. Alabama's defense read that really well. Nice play by Malachi Moore,
up in
Jalen
there.
Armour
Christian
Davis.
Harris, Jalen Armour Davis. Stop the run there. Defense.
Yeah, tackling is going to be very important today.
They can't even show nothing on the screen.
With the way that Ole Miss,
Matt Corral running.
you got a nice tackle by Drew Sanders in space. Like I've said a lot of times, when we have been doing watch parties, that is the position where he's most comfortable at in space.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're playing against Ole Miss, you're going to be in space a lot. Making tackles in space is going to be huge this game. Making tackles in the open field. You gotta get off the field on third down. Alabama unable to do so there. Looks like it. Ole Miss picks up the first down.
Ole Miss with the first down.
Of course, we may be a play or two behind you guys. We are streaming the matchup.
The Jordan battle.
Are they going to measure it or?
I don't know. They keep replaying it.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, see, DeMarco Hellams is hurt at the moment.
Dang. Everybody's saying that.
Oh yeah, are they looking at targeting or something?
Not like this.
Yeah. I wonder what's the situation right now. The referees are reviewing the last play.
Is he hurt though?
Oh, I guess it's trying to ball placement. I guess they're reviewing ball placement.
It don't look like he hurt. Plow Jogger, what's up?
Yeah,
what's
it looks like
on?
it's a first down for Ole Miss.
Fred Turner, what's going on? Vegeta, the Prince of Saiyans, is in here. What's going on? Tobias Brookins, the legend, is up in here. What's going on?
Yeah, I know Ole Miss's offense is rolling right now. Like I said at the top of the show, Ole Miss is going to be rolling a lot because their offense is really good. You have to create pressure to get them off balance. They like to get the ball out of Matt Corral's arm, really out of his hands really quickly, get the ball to their playmakers. You're going to have to keep up. You're going to have to make tackles in space, but you're going to have to bend but don't break. They may drive the ball up the field, but you have to try to get them off of the field on third down. Try to resort them to kicking field goals, but it is a difficult task containing this Ole Miss offense. Of course, Alabama's defense, you have to create pressure, have to get them off balance. Good run outside by Ole Miss on that last play.
I had the score. I didn't have the score up there. It's up there now. But you just said score predictions. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I never do score predictions because I never know.
Yeah, my score prediction is 41-28 today.
I'm thinking it's not gonna be as close as people think. I think Bama will win by.
Nice open field tackle by Tim Smith. So we see a reserve Alabama defensive lineman getting some playing time, and Tim Smith. A lot of fans have been wanting to see the Florida product play a little bit more. We see him playing early in the game in this matchup. Nice open field tackle. Open field tackling is going to be huge this game. See To'oTo'o tackling with his hand, tackling with his tried to arm tackle. Not a great play by Henry To'oTo'o on that play.
Appreciate Gucci Ty for the $5. So got to get some of them wings. Her wing out is good. It's very good.
Nice stop by Drew Sanders again. Henry To'oTo'o was not able to take Drew ball carrier down, but nice tackle by Drew Sanders in space right there.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the TDA Watch Party. Thank you for hanging out with us.
I think this may be the game for Drew Sanders. He loves to be in space making tackles. I think that is where he is most comfortable at. 4th and 3, Ole Miss is going for it. Lane Kiffin being aggressive. Alabama's defense collapsed the pocket, but unfortunately, Ole Miss picks up the first down.
Man, don't do that, man. Don't get no flag.
Yo, they go for it on 4th down because they have been preparing to go for it on 4th down all the time, all this week. I'm pretty sure Lane Kiffin had that play drawn up all week. They prepared to go for it on 4th in a lot of situations, I think.
Yeah, the defense broke all through Ole Miss offensive line.
Yeah, Alabama's tackling.
Nice stop.
Tackling has been solid outside of Henry To'oTo'o. He has not been the best tackler today so far through these first couple of drives, his first couple of plays.
Hurry up offense.
Get set. Yeah, Will Anderson was not set on that play. I don't know if it was a flag, but Will Anderson most definitely was not set that play.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that hurry up offense.
I see, Roll Tide and Rise Up Port. Yeah, I have seen some poor tackling from Henry To'oTo'o in particular. Drew Sanders has looked good. But Henry To'oTo'o has made a couple of poor tackles early in this game. Poor tackle attempts because he didn't make the tackle. We got 2nd down and 9. Of course, Alabama, Ole Miss. Ole Miss driving early.
2nd and 9, man.
Alabama benefited from forcing Ole Miss to take field goals late in last year's matchup in this predicament. Will they get an opportunity to do the same?
Drew Sanders
with a missed tackle, tackling with his hands, tackling with his arms, reaching out. Poor tackle attempts.
Dang. Groon D, what's going on? Yeah, today's show.
There's been a lot of arm tackling attempts early. You are not tackling anybody in the SEC with your arms.
Today's show is sponsored by Wing Out. So appreciate Wing Out. If you're in the Birmingham area, Green Springs, Center Point, make sure you check out Wing Out. It's our sponsor for the watch party, TDA watch party.
And be sure to hit that like button.
Wings are good.
Subscribe as well. Yes, I see they holding Malachi Moore on that play, holding. Yeah, Ole Miss pushed the ball down the field this first drive. Continuing to push the ball down the field. We were going to the 2nd and 19 play. Matt Corral drops back. He's throwing the football to Jalen Armour Davis' side of the football field. Great coverage by Jalen Armour Davis. Better pass by Matt Corral.
The Ole Miss receiver was saying he caught it.
Yeah, I think he did catch it. Great pass by Matt Corral. Even an amazing catch. Did he get both feet in bounds? I think he got both feet in bounds that play, but Will Anderson making another play in space right there on Matt Corral. But
that was a nice catch.
They snapped the ball really quickly, so it would have counted anyway. I think that's I think he was in. He was not. Both feet were in there, but one foot was in though.
This ain't NFL, boy. Got the first down.
DJ Dale was a good hit, but Ole Miss is pushing the football. Alabama's Defensive line cannot create any pressure because they are getting the ball out so quickly.
Yeah. This is what hurt them last year, this hurry-up offense.
Yeah, this is a tough offense to defend.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin is in his bag early. We see one of Alabama's defensive back coming down to blitz
10.
on this play. It was like it was Daniel Wright on Matt Corral. He got the ball out.
Matt Corral rushed. Who was that?
I think that was Wright.
Daniel Wright.
Yeah, I think that was Wright.
Okay, D.
Came
Wright.
on a blitz. Got back there.
Groom D
Yeah,
said number 8
that is something we haven't
first
seen
round
from
draft
any
pick.
Alabama defensive back. I know that doesn't mean Alabama has not blitzed a defensive backs in the past, but we haven't seen in recent games. I don't know if this season if a defensive back even has a sack.
I'm
They haven't been
surprised
able to
Daniel
get
Wright
home,
was
so
up
Daniel Wright
there.
was able to get home that play.
Yeah, I'm surprised Daniel Wright did that. Heat. He got up in there though.
Yo, so it looks like it's gonna be intentional grounding. Oh, is it intentional grounding? I don't know if they called it.
They called some.
Okay, 2nd and 10. Ole Miss hands the ball off.
Got a couple yards on that run. They got the drone out today.
And Matt Corral having a lot of success early. Yeah. It's gonna be it's a turnover on downs. I think we 2 plays behind y'all because we're third down. We're on 3rd down at the moment. Matt Corral getting the ball out in space to Jerry and Ely. Was not able to get the first down. Yeah, Alabama got the turnover on downs. Huge stop by Alabama's defense. Personally, I would have thought resorting and forcing Ole Miss to kick a field goal. I think that would have been a win for Alabama, but this is a huge win for the Crimson Tide.
Yeet.
Tim Smith, 2 great plays on that play.
Yeah, they already said they stopped him.
Yeah, I definitely think you guys need to give Tim Smith a lot of credit on that drive as well. Tim Smith had 2 good plays on that particular drive. One of those reserve defensive linemen who's getting some playing time today.
Yeah, I think they were confident that they could get it, so they didn't go for the field goal. Got stopped.
Great play by Tim Smith. Great play by Tim Smith, extending his arms, keeping the offensive lineman out of his chest. Played really good in reserve time last year, getting the opportunity to play early in this matchup. That's a huge win for Alabama, that last drive. Massive win. Turnover on downs. Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break.
But just tuning in, welcome to the TDA Watch Party. We up in here today, sponsored by Wing Out. Wing Out. If you're in the Birmingham area, make sure you check out Wing Out in Green Springs and Center Point. Also, check out tdawear.com. Get all your merch. We got the Got 18 We Do shirts, hoodies. It's getting cold. Get those long sleeve shirts. We got sweatpants, all kind of stuff on there. Head to tdawear.com. The link is in the description. Right now, still 0-0. Ready to see what this offense talking about. Fred Turner, what's going on? Says, y'all see what Georgia did? Yeah. Massacre. Jim Bob 13, what's going on? Josh Daniels, what's going on?
Coach Smook with some analysis. I think the defensive play calling looks decent. We haven't been out of position, just not making tackles. Yeah, we have seen that, some poor tackling. I saw hearing Tor make a lot of poor tackles on that last drive. A lot of arm tackling. Drew Sanders has looked pretty good in space. I think Tim Smith was huge that last drive.
Bryce Young's first home SEC start. today. Koala Gang Zay Moten, what's going on?
Giving to Jameson Williams in space. We saw Alabama give it to John Mechie in that situation a lot last game. See, they trying to put the speedy wide receiver in Jameson Williams in space.
Yeah, John Mechie was getting those quick passes. I don't think he was doing well at.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of the national media slowly starting to give John Mechie some attention as of late.
Oh yeah.
See, B-Rob gets the ball on the next drive, our next play.
Bama trying to run the ball,
Yeah, it looks as if Alabama is going to come out with the balanced attack. I think they're going to run and pass a little bit, especially early in the game. And I feel that is this offense's identity, that balanced attack.
Yep.
Especially with the running backs that they have, that talent in that backfield, you have to feed them, make them a huge part of your offense.
Yeah, you got to. With all these guys they got. B-Rob with a nice run, first down.
Yeah, B-Rob showing off that downhill running his ability to pick up yards after contact, dragging the pile after he crossed the first down line. Good run by B-Rob for sure.
James Knox, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I wonder if we'll see Trey Sanders
today. First and 10, we see Jace McClellan and B-Rob both in the backfield. First and 10 on our first and 10 for the Crimson Tide.
Jace getting the quick pass.
Let Jace McClellan catch the ball out of the backfield.
Nice.
The most complete back in Alabama's backfield. Can do everything out of the backfield. Catch the ball, run downhill, make guys miss in open field. Can do a little bit of everything from that running back position.
Ole Miss had that missed tackle too.
See, Alabama's offense is starting to pick up some momentum. I'm pretty sure Ole Miss is going to take that same approach, bend but don't break, with the Crimson Tide pushing down the field. Slade Bolden in motion. Bryce drops back.
He could have ran.
Up. Nice pass by Jameson Williams. Yeah, I did see a lot of green grass in front of him, but nice pass by Jameson Williams.
Yeah, that was better.
Yeah, good pass.
He ain't gonna run the ball.
Yeah. At this point in the season, I think we are over the fact that Bryce Young doesn't want to run the ball.
I wonder why though. Like the real reason why he.
I think he.
What is he doing? Man, choking him on the ground. Y'all seen that?
I think Bryce just feels he's a quarterback, a true quarterback. Yeah. I think he just wants to throw the football.
I came here to throw the ball. I'm a quarterback. I'm not a running back. So.
I don't think he wants to run. Because I remember being surprised by his senior stats in high school. He only ran the ball for 300 yards. Knowing how athletic he was, I would have guessed that he gained more yards than that as a running quarterback in high school.
That's for 4 years? Stats for 4 years? Oh.
See, Jace showing off the power. Like I said, Jace has a little bit of everything. Jace can do pretty much everything that you want your running back to do. Grind it out, run the ball in between the tackles, run the ball up the middle, get the ball in space. He's a complete running back out of Aledo High School in Aledo, Texas.
That's why Bryce ain't got to run. We got running backs.
Yeah, Alabama's offensive line looks good early with them paving the way for that last play. Jace McClellan had a lot of room to run. He's had a lot of room to run. Alabama's offensive line is playing really good early in this game as well.
And you can tell Jace, he's not nowhere near his ceiling yet. He's going to get better and better. I think it's going to end up being one of the top backs to come out of Bama.
Yeah. He definitely has the potential to do that. Yes. Yeah, he is an NFL type of running back. He's a guy NFL scouts are really going to like once he gets that opportunity to get further evaluated by scouts.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama has 3 wide receivers on the field with more of a run-heavy attack early in this game.
Mechie,
which is interesting. I think B-Rob only picked up about 1 or 2 yards that play. gonna be third down on our stream, 33 for the Crimson Tide. Alabama pushing it. Both teams had the ball a long time during their first drive.
Yeah.
With it being 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter.
It might be a short game right here.
Yeah, a lot of running, and a lot of getting the ball out quickly to guys in space. Bryce Young drops back. Great throw in between two defenders.
What the heck? Oh, he dropped the ball. And how this is looking, it might be a low-scoring game.
Yeah,
we got to see
a
though.
very tight window for Jaleel Billingsley.
Nice catch by Jaleel.
Yeah, nice catch by
Mouthpiece
Billingsley.
flew everywhere.
Nice throw by Bryce Young, getting the ball in between two defenders. Alabama was showing more of the quick passing game and running attack. We saw in recent games where Alabama did a bit of a more balanced attack, throw the ball deep. They are going to review the fumble, it looks like.
David, what's going on? Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, it most definitely was a fumble, but he got it back. It was a fumble, but he got it back. It looks like a. Let me see if it was a. I need a better angle.
I mean, did he get the catch for it to be a fumble?
I think
Doesn't
some
look
people.
like he had control of the ball yet.
Yeah, I think some people are debating if it's a catch. I think we need a better angle. They gave us the behind angle. We can't
But
see
even
if he
still,
had possession.
he got the ball back. Even if it wasn't,
Yeah, if it was fumble, he got the ball back. I think it's more debating if it's a catch or not.
Coach Smoot said it wasn't a catch. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the TDA Watch Party. We up in here sponsored by Wing Out. These wings are fire, right? If you're in the Birmingham area, Birmingham, Alabama, Green Springs, Center Point, check out Wing Out. They are our sponsor for today. Blessed us with this delicious food right here. The wings are fire. Appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about that last play? Be sure to comment that. Was it a catch? Was it a
Yeah, it didn't
fumble?
look like a catch.
Yeah, it looked from the angle that we were given, it looks as if it was stripped at the end of the play. It did look like he had control for, I would say, a couple of seconds. Jaleel Billingsley had the ball in his hands with control of the football.
He was in the air with it. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need a better angle.
If he caught the ball, if that same catch he caught it and fell and it fell out his hand,
Yeah, he got it back.
will we say that's incomplete or a fumble?
It's fumble.
I think it's maybe the fact that he got it stripped.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
being looked at differently.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird play. I need to see it some more.
Because if he caught it and he hit the ground and fell out his hand, I would think it would be incomplete. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a rules expert.
Yeah, I think he had possession because
Well,
he even went to protect the football.
Yeah,
Like he protected.
he was
the football.
up. They just got him down. I ain't see that at first.
Yeah, I think it was a catch because he protected, even though it was stripped and the guy got the strip.
Yeah.
Billingsley attempted to protect the football and he had possession. I think he most definitely had possession.
Yeah.
Even it may have been stripped too late. I'm not sure. It could have been stripped too late as well, but Alabama with the first down.
Yeah, our stream is a little behind. We're streaming the game from the CBS app, so we're talking about some stuff you guys already seen.
First and 10, Bryce Young giving
Bryce
the
with
ball
a
out
nice
to
pass
Jaleel
to
Billingsley. Billingsley with his second reception of the game.
Man, it's looking like Billingsley.
Yeah, nice route by Billingsley.
Look like Billingsley and Jameson
route by
Williams, the top
Billingsley.
receivers.
Billingsley, definitely one of the top receiving tight ends, if not the top receiving tight end in college football.
Yeah.
Got first and 10. Alabama handing the ball out to Brian Robinson.
B-Rob.
Getting a bit out of his comfort zone, getting out, trying to get out wide, trying to get into space. More of a downhill type of guy.
He got the speed.
Yeah, he has decent speed. Good, nice play by Ole Miss's defense to string that play out wide. Nice tackle by number 20 when it
looks like the same.
It's gonna be a touchdown for the
Mechie
Crimson
got a
Tide.
touchdown.
Looks up the Crimson Tide got into the end zone, get on the board first over the Ole Miss Rebels after stopping Ole Miss on 4th down. The Crimson Tide get on the board first. And national media, like I said, quickly becoming fans of John Mechie, the Canadian native, making big plays for the Crimson Tide.
Yeet. Nice pass by Bryce. Caught by
nice
Mechie.
catch by John
Touchdown.
Mechie. Yo, what's up with Ninja celebration? yo, we gotta get a story on that. We gotta get a story on that.
That's Karate Kid.
That's the second guy we've seen with the Ninja celebration.
That's Karate Kid. That's the swan technique.
Yeah.
Kick him.
Yeah. I wonder who came up with that. I think Jameson Williams did it last game. I wonder who came up with that celebration.
I don't know. John Mechie with a nice catch. Bryce Young had a nice pass.
Yeah, and Bryce Young showing patience in the pocket, moving around, stepping up in the pocket. Yo, he gonna wait to the last. I think he would run around at Tuscaloosa instead of running to get the ball. He'll run around Tuscaloosa to throw the football.
Yeah.
Instead of running the football.
He gonna try something to throw to.
Yeah. Nice patience by Bryce. Trusting John Mechie to go up and get the football. Nice catch by Mechie as well.
Thank you for joining the TDA watch party. We up in here. 7-zip. Bama. Mechie with a nice touchdown catch right there. We're sponsored by Wing Out today. Like I said, I killed most of my wings off camera because I'm not finna be pigging out. Because they good. You know, when this food is good, you're going to be chowing down. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go and get it in. So shout out to Wing Out. They sponsored the app for a while. If you all have the TDA app, you see Wing Out popped up. So shout out to Wing Out. Speaking of the TDA app, make sure you get the TDA app. The link is in the description. Get all your Alabama football breaking news, notes, information, updates straight to your phone. The links are in the description. It's free. Go and get that. Tobias. Appreciate Tobias Brookins with the $10. He says, nice drive, Bama. We need another stop and continue to score, and the game is over. We get the ball after half. Loving what we were attempting to do on the first drive. Appreciate you, Tobias. Tobias, he be donating every touchdown. So shout out to Tobias, man.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Tobias, faithful supporter of Touchdown Alabama.
Appreciate it.
Really faithful.
Tobias the GOAT, man.
In the watch party.
Jeff Stapleton, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Naomi's in here. Uh-oh. Not a party started. Naomi's in the chat. She gonna cuss somebody out. So watch what you say.
Yeah, nice drive by Alabama on that last drive to go up 7-0.
Hey, man.
Ole Miss is about to get back on the field. Really aggressive. And a really aggressive offense by Ole Miss last drive.
Bama is gonna have to work hard this game. They are working hard out there. The coordinators gotta be on point.
Yeah, and
Ole Miss has a good team.
Yeah, and as far as Ole Miss and the way Alabama's offense came out with that more of a run heavy attack, they use up a good amount of the clock as well. You want to keep Ole Miss's offense off of the field. So nice drive by Alabama's offense. Defense did a good job of bending but not breaking. I'm pretty sure Lane Kiffin has a lot more tricks under his sleeve on this next drive.
Bend but don't break. I know the first person who made it up was so happy. Bend but don't break. Man.
1st and 10. Matt Corral.
Ooh, hey, that was a nice pass by Matt Corral.
Yeah, what's funny with this RPO to run pass option, CBS's camera is a bit confused
They thought Matt Corral still had it. Or they thought he handed it off.
Because the usual plays, the ball is at least in the middle of the field. But with the way that Ole Miss run the run pass option, the cameraman's a bit confused.
Cameraman had a few drinks. Matt
Justin
Corral
and
sacked.
Boydby with a nice play on Matt Corral.
Sacked. Hey, Toto was ready.
Yeah,
Toto
was
really
in good
threw him off.
position right there. Looks as if he was containing the quarterback on that particular play.
The boy got ups, man.
Yeah, you have to make tackle.
Matt Corral's
Nice
getting a
tackle by
lot
Christian
of.
Harris.
Ooh. Matt Corral's getting a lot of quick passes.
It's gonna be 4th down. Ole Miss is going to 4th down. Is Ole Miss going to punt it or go for it? That's the question. Yeah, they going for it.
Said they going for it.
Lane said he ain't got no punter.
He said they
I
stopped
don't have
him.
a punter today. My punter is back in Ole Miss. I
That's,
don't have a punter today.
That's 2 big stops this game for Bama on 4th.
And really interesting by Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Is he disrespecting Alabama's defensive line?
Yeah, I think he called him weak.
Yeah.
Ooh, he did it RKO.
He out of bounds.
Appreciate William Bryant with the $50. Appreciate that, man. Hey, William Bryant is the GOAT.
Yeah, I think John
Thank
might
you
have
for
been
that.
on to something. I think you might have been on to something, John. When you made you make a score prediction, but you made a prediction of the game. Alabama's defense.
Oh yeah. I think, like I said, I think Bama is gonna smoke them this game. People think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be way different than Florida.
Big stop by two big stop by Alabama's defense early in this game.
Yeah, they're playing really well.
Great field position coming up for Bryce Young and Alabama's offense. Crimson tied up 7-0 over the Ole Miss Rebels.
Man, shout out to everyone donating again, man. Appreciate William Bryant, Tobias, Gucci Tide, Jawan. Appreciate y'all. We up in here, TDA Watch Party. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we sponsored by Wing Out. Bill from New York is in here. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. LDL Master 435. What's going on? That's definitely Xbox gamer tag name right there. What's going on, man?
Yeah, the Alabama's defensive line is going to be important this game. They made a couple of plays on that last drive with Drew Sanders making a couple of plays, Justin Boydby making the plays. If you can create pressure, get a couple of sacks, that throws off the rhythm of that offense. You have to throw off the rhythm. You don't want them to get into rhythm, picking up first downs, getting back on the ball fast, picking up 5 or 6 yards a gain. So that is something you definitely don't want Alabama's Ole Miss's defense to do against you.
Yeah. Defensive line looking good, man. The defense is looking good. The offense, I think we was already confident in the offense. The defense stepped up, man. Coach Schmook says time to keep the rotation going. Ole Miss is going to switch it up. So get some fresh legs in.
Calling out LeBron Ray and Jamil Burrows, guys who played some during last game against Southern Miss.
LeBron Ray looked good, man. He looked good last game. Get LeBron Ray out there.
Sanders was able to get showing the play with Tim Smith stop, but Drew Sanders going after the quarterback on that particular play.
See, this how Bama defense supposed to look.
They're giving the ball to
B-Rob. This man
powering
powering through, man.
For it, carrying a couple of Ole Miss defenders with him.
This man powering through.
Nice run by B-Rob. B-Rob looking good in the backfield. Yo, this duo of Jace McCullough and B-Rob is looking really strong at the moment. This is a nice duo. They complement one another really well, with B-Rob being more of a power back, downhill type of back, and with Jace McCullough being that complete type of back.
They taking Trey Sanders playing time. They he ain't gonna play. They keep B-Rob, man.
B-Rob keep
cutting through them
like a wrecking ball, moving forward, moving Crimson Tide's offense down the field. Alabama looks as if they are running the football to set up the pass game this game. Looks as if that is the plan on the offensive side of football, running the ball, getting Ole Miss comfortable with the running. See, Georgia Earl is in the game. First quarter is over with. Alabama up 7-0 over the Ole Miss Rebels.
Appreciate Matthew Irish becoming a member.
Yeah, Crimson Tide looking solid.
The boy Matt
in the first half.
Got the green name now. Aaron McGuire, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the TDA Wash Party.
Yeah, Matthew Irish with a nice comment there. Young reading that zone good today. Yeah, that is something that we have definitely seen him do. I think he struggled with it at times earlier in the season, but he is reading it really good on plays that we have seen him pass the ball and draw back and pass the ball early in this matchup.
Yeah, that's what Alabama needs. Just those quarterbacks you don't have to worry about, like Mac Jones, Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, Mac Jones, he really did everything right. Didn't have to worry about him at all. Bryce Young, sometimes, you know, we talk about his running and stuff, but he's out there snapping for sure. And we're confident in his IQ, his decisions most of the time. He's getting better and better, getting quicker with his decisions every game.
Yeah, it was a very quick first quarter because of how often both teams ran the football. It'd be interesting to see how Lane Kiffin will switch things up when he gets offense back on the field.
Yeah, I know he got something up his sleeve. Yeah, I know he got a couple things ready.
Yeah, but if they want to have a chance against Alabama moving forward, their defense has to come up with the stop. We will see how their defense plays Alabama's offense coming up. They have not done a great job stopping Alabama's running backs so far, and it looks as if the Crimson Tide are going to lean on those guys to open up the pass game.
BG, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. We got the OG 7240 Club. What's going on? Jake Smith, welcome to the chat. And y'all see the people with the green names. There are members. You can sign up to become a member of this channel and support us. Get you that green name in the chat. Just click the join button on the channel, or there's a link in the description as well. You can click. We got perks for each membership, so check that out. And TDA roster is just $2.99, so very cheap and helps us out a lot. And you get a cool name in the chat. You can stand out, look legit. And you get some extra emotes.
Yeah, so we'll see Bryce Young get back on the field for Crimson Tide's second drive of the game.
Vegeta said he got $100 on the game. What you mean? You got to score $100 on the score prediction?
No, I don't think he's going to bet it.
Or just Bama winning or Ole Miss winning or what? Cloud Jogger said dull game, only 7-0. Hey, it's good for this game that it's not out of control.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, if you ask them what the score prediction would be in this matchup, they would say something a bit crazy. I have 41-28. Oh, yeah. I think that is average when you consider where college football is at the moment.
Man, B-Rob just cuts through, man.
Yeah, I think it's the same graphic that CBS has used for years. No need to change it. Bryce Young dropping back, patient in the pocket. Nice blocking by Alabama's offensive line on that play. I guess you're trying to throw it to Jaleel Billingsley. I know Alabama's offensive line has had some problems in the past, but they are holding up good against Ole Miss's defensive line. Of course, Ole Miss does not have the best defensive line. They do not have the best
Thought he was gonna run at
defense
first.
overall, but it looks as if it's only 3 guys was rushing as well. Yeah, he might could have got like, but he would have took an unnecessary hit.
Tackled, yeah.
He would have took an unnecessary
He
hit.
would have got hit hard because the dude was right beside him.
B-Rob in the backfield for the Crimson Tide, handing it out to B-Rob.
Man, B-Rob is snapping,
yeah,
bro.
Brian Robinson is having a good game against the Ole Miss Rebels. Going back to last year, Najee Harris went off against Ole Miss last season. Brian Robinson picking back off.
Yeah, I was going to say that, Coach Smoot, this is old school Bama ball because the running backs have become the highlight of the offense, for sure.
Yeah, 5 to 6 yards. 5 yards here, 6 yards here, 3 yards there.
They used to run them down, run. Then they started throwing it later when they least
B-Rob
expected.
getting the ball again.
B-Rob, man.
Taking the ball inside the 5-yard line.
He's cutting through.
Yeah, I think you have to try to feed B-Rob and try to get him to the end zone. He basically has carried you to the red zone, carried you all the way down the field with his running.
Eric Thomas, welcome to the chat. What's going on? SWGAEUC, what's going on?
See, Ole Miss red to run on that play. Yeah, you see, Bill. Yeah.
Ikior.
Crimson Tide trying to get into the end zone for the second time this game.
They cannot stop B-Rob.
2nd and goal.
They can't stop
for
him.
Alabama.
JoJo Earl out there. Mechie's out there.
It's a high snap.
Bryce Young with the juke moves. Threw it out of bounds. Yeah, I ain't know what Jake Smith was talking about. I thought he was talking about a drink like a bootlegger. That's a drink.
Oh, whoa.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
He's trying to say they need to run a bootleg.
Yeah.
But he will rub instead of run.
Green eggs and ham. Jaleel Billingsley is out there.
In motion going back.
Evan Neal with the block.
Nice
Evan Neal
block.
will not let him through. Bryce Young still up.
I think
he's like one short. Hey, Bryce Young ran the ball, ladies and gentlemen.
Did he really run it? I think he was forced to run it. He still didn't want to run it. Look at the.
He didn't run willingly, but he ran.
Yeah, he could. He might. Yeah, he didn't run willingly. No. Yeah. Nice movement in the pocket though by Bryce to avoid pressure.
Yeah, Cohen pushed.
Yeah, he ran into
that
Cohen.
show you how light Bryce Young is. He just tapped him and the boy went flying.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Don't do that, man. Don't touch me. I wonder if I think he would have scored if Cohen didn't push him.
Yeah, I think he would have scored.
That boy too powerful. He just lightly touched him. Yeah, that was a good run by Bryce. Nice decision making.
Yeah,
he had to do something.
He was waiting to the last second to throw it though.
Yeah, he waited to the very last second.
Using his feet.
He was looking for something. Evan Neal was blocking forever.
Yeah,
which was
good
a great
block. By Darren Dacourt as well. Chris Lawrence.
He was probably still looking for a throw right there.
Yeah. It looks as if it was a push by Cohen on Bryce.
It looks like it was a touchdown. That's one thing about Bryce. He gonna run. I mean, he gonna throw it.
We got Robbie Oots in the backfield, the powerful.
They bring out Oots in these times.
Yeah, Oots love to block. Oots wants to block.
This dude is huge, man. B-Rob, touchdown.
Nice B-Rob score. Nice score by B-Rob. Like I said a couple plays earlier, you have to give him the ball. You have to let him get in there. He carried your whole offense down the field.
B-Rob got the hot hands, as they say. As Nick Saban says. I don't know if Trey Sanders gonna get in this game, y'all.
Yeah, I think Alabama has established that their top two running backs are Jace McClellan and B-Rob. I think those are that is the tandem that they are going to go with.
Sanders ain't gonna play for the rest of the season, man. Maybe against a cupcake team, but I don't know if he's gonna play this game. Maybe they just destroy him.
Stephen Smith with some analysis. Alabama feeling it right now. Good blocking from the O-line too. Bryce Young, it's okay to run, my guy. Yeah. Your Bryce wants to throw the football.
Yeah, man. Bryce Young snapping, man.
Yeah. Alabama,
the team is doing really good.
Yeah.
On both sides. 14 zip. This is what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I thought Bama was gonna destroy him. And it's looking like it's happening. But you remember last game, the second half, Florida came back, so we'll see what the second half is looking like.
Yeah, and like Nick Saban said a couple of weeks back, the Crimson Tide have not played a full 4 quarters in one game. I think even that Florida game, you can make an argument that they only played 2 full quarters at their full potential. So this is a challenge for Alabama's offense, defense, their entire team to keep the intensity throughout the matchup.
Yeah. And it will be, I think it's going to be a shorter game, way shorter. That last game was long. So the miss was so long, man.
Yeah. They threw the football around a bit more.
Yeah, a lot of throwing.
Trying to get some more consistency with the passing game. More of a bit of a run-heavy attack, especially on that last drive. Trying to keep their running backs involved in the matchup.
Shout out to Tobias Brookins with that $10. He says, B-Rob, let's go. Let's get another stop. Aggressive D, y'all. Let's not have another Florida game where we start acting like we forgot how to play football. 60 minutes. El Kiff will adjust. Facts. I know Kiffin has more up his sleeve. So definitely got to stay on top of it. I can hear Tobias saying all that too. This is exactly how he talk. Appreciate you. This game is it's interesting. But like I said, this happened with the Florida game at first, so let's see if they can keep it up. Hopefully they learn from that Florida game and they don't lose this momentum here or get comfortable. Last time they got that lead, I think Bill O'Brien or something got comfortable or something. Appreciate Gucci Ty for the $5. He says, what y'all drinking, John? Send me the address, man. Got to see Justin tipsy one time. Hey, I can't tell you what's in my cup, man. We'll get taken off stream, man. Coach Smook with the $2. Appreciate it. He said these last $2. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Ole Miss needs to score on this drive. Big drive by the Rebels. Getting the ball to Jerry and Ely. They're very explosive running back on that last play.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some drink for the Iron Bowl. I'm gonna have some drink, man. In the title games, we're gonna get lit.
Flag on the play. Look as if it's going to be a false start by the Rebels.
That's the thing about Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's not as loud as other stadiums. But I guess they're just so used to winning, you don't have to, distract the other team or anything like that.
Yeah, Alabama's home field advantage is not.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to turn into a great home field advantage because.
Yeah.
Alabama fans have been a bit spoiled, you can say, by the way the Alabama has been successful.
Yeah, they sit there and watch. It's Alabama. What are you doing? But I think if Ole Miss was winning a little bit, I think they would be louder.
You missed tackle by Helms trying to bring the boom, not wrapping up, just trying to make a big hit. Sometimes making a big hit leads to a guy bouncing off of you, especially if it's a nice sized guy.
It's Helms again, man. Nice.
Tim Smith, Will Anderson. Yeah, Anderson he played really good as a freshman, but he's flying around a lot more this season. It looks as if he's playing with more intent this season. Hearing Toro coming on a blitz.
Oh my gosh.
Drew Sanders.
See, that's
defense
really
really well.
That's Bama defense right there.
Nice play by Byron Young as well.
Every angle of the field is supposed to be covered. You have nowhere to go. You can't do nothing. That's Bama defense. Drew Sanders still bounced off of him, though. We got to get the tackle, man.
Yeah, he didn't bring his Drew Sanders did not bring his arms on that play, but Byron Young makes it tackle.
What throwing up gang signs? What is that? What does that mean?
We don't know. This their signal. That's like all, but
oh, that's for the team.
Yeah.
Thought he repping
Drew
his game back at home.
Dropping to the flat. Out. Ole Miss gonna throw it into the flat.
Another missed tackle.
Yeah, another missed tackle by Henry Toro, but he did have backup with.
Hey, the defense going in though.
Tackles.
This is looking like the defense that it's supposed to be. That's what I'm talking about.
Fourth and seeing. You got JoJo Earl back deep.
A shout out to the defense, man.
JoJo Earl, we discussed it, who's going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be JoJo Earl.
JoJo Earl back deep. He's going to get an opportunity to run it. Earl's going to make a couple of plays. Takes a big hit.
Hey, he had a quick little step right there.
Yeah, that's the danger of running the ball back on kick return. I mean, punt return, kick return, same when those guys run down the field at full speed.
Oh, he got hit hard too. He trying to act like he ain't hurt.
Yeah, that guy came off of Jacory Brooks.
He know he felt that.
Yeah. JoJo Earl is definitely a guy who's going to continue to develop, going to continue to get stronger as well.
Man, shouts out to the defense, man. Now, let me ask this because, of course, everybody's talking about Pete Golden. So after this game, let's say the defense just goes ham all game. Would y'all actually give Pete Golden his props, or you just give it to the player? I don't think they'll give Pete Golden nobody's gonna give Pete Golden his props, no matter what. It's gonna be like, man, that wasn't Pete Golden, man. That was the players. The players stepped up.
I think Pete Golden has called some good defenses so far. You can tell that he has been prepared for this game, and I think a lot of things that have been happening in terms of things that have not gone to Alabama favor on the defensive side of the football. Guys making poor tackling attempts. That is not on Pete Golden. He cannot make tackles. He does not have home pads or a helmet. So that is on those guys to make those tackles.
Yeah. There were a lot of missed tackles this game already, really. Luckily, none of them were too impactful, but
yeah, and Pete Golden
he
put those guys in position to make those tackles. They're just not getting home, not making tackles.
Yeah. Gucci Ty said Pete heard Steven's show and showed up. What if Alabama team be watching, in my own words, in the locker room?
We need some motivation.
Yeah, Pete. I mean, I don't think at this point, I don't think Bama fans can give props to Pete Golden, no matter what right now. But you'll say like Pete Golden need to step it up in this game.
I think it will
defense plays well. You still won't get props.
It will take a shutout.
Yeah, it had to be a shutout, which could happen. You never know. It is 14-zip. You never know. Continuing those big stops continuing the pressure.
Yeah, and John
3 and outs, 4 and outs.
John did convince me to lean more towards a dominant Alabama prediction. I did predict 41-28. I felt it was going to be a bit of a gap in the final score. That gap could be a bit bigger if Alabama's offense and defense continue to play like it has played so far. But I expected Ole Miss's offense to find a way to get into the end zone.
Man, yeah, if they continue like this.
Yeah, I felt they were going to at least find a way to get into the end zone a little bit more than some of the Alabama's other opponents.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be back-to-back scoring. And then Bama was going to
getting the ball to Slade Bolden. Slade
continue at the
Bolden was
end.
his first action of the day.
Slade.
Third and 3.
That's what I like about Bryce, man. He always looks calm and collective.
Yeah, he plays with a sense of calmness.
I'm from Cali, man. I'm chill. I mean, it's nothing to worry about. I know who I am. I know what I can
Third
do.
and 3, Alabama. Bryce Young drops back. A little bit of bobbled snap.
Nice block. Nice
by
catch.
Slade Bolden.
Slade, he's showing you he can catch the ball. That was one mistake when he dropped that one pass. Oh,
Yeah, Bryce has thrown some great passes this half.
yeah.
The Jaleel Billingsley pass, the touchdown to John Mechie, that pass to Slade Bolden.
Passes
Bryce
in
Young is
motion.
looking really good, throwing the ball into some tight spaces, tight windows, while on the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid first half by Alabama's offense. Balanced offense. I think this is the most balanced we have seen Alabama in quite some time. Honestly, even looking over the last couple of years, we have seen Alabama's passing game be so dominant that you didn't have an opportunity to run the ball. You had to find a way to create opportunities for your running back and possibly the pass game. But as far as being a balanced football team, this is the most balanced we have seen Alabama in quite some time, in my opinion.
Yeah, remember they was bringing Najee out in the red zone. He was getting them red zone touchdowns.
But I guess a guy was in the vicinity of the football.
That's all right. Say the team is Ford Tough. That's who sponsors. That's who Nick Saban do commercials for. Ford or Chevy.
I'm not 100% sure. I think it was Ford. They used to do those commercials for.
Ford truck. Be Ford tough, Bama tough.
3rd and 8.
Second quarter is winding down already.
7 minutes, 9 seconds.
Man, when I was younger, man, football games used to be so long. I guess I won't, because I wasn't watching it for real.
Yeah, if you're not watching the game, you're doing a lot, you can do a lot of stuff in 4 hours.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of stuff in 4 hours.
Because these streams don't be seeming that long.
3rd and 8, when the game returns, Alabama is going to be going for it on 3rd and 8, second quarter, 7 minutes, 9 seconds left.
We on commercial break. Welcome to the watch party, man. Bama's defense is going in, man. I think everyone's happy about that. Thank you for joining us today. We're sponsored by Wing Out today on the watch party. Wing Out in Birmingham, Alabama. Locations in Green Springs and Center Point. Make sure you check them out if you're in this area. Also, make sure you check out tdawear.com. Now, it's getting cold. Get your hoodies, long sleeve shirts. We got the 18 of them folks. T-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves with the championships on the back. We got a lot more merch. Check it out, tdawear.com. Link is in the description. And this game is looking like what I thought it was gonna be. I thought they was gonna just destroy Ole Miss. And it's looking like, well, score wise, and it's looking like that. But we never knew the defense or how the team was gonna perform because things were up and down on some games, but they're doing really well.
Yeah, Alabama's defense
Is doing really well.
Yeah, they have played really good the last couple of drives. I think that first drive was a bit shaky, but it is the first drive. You get an opportunity to improve, get a feel for the game during that first drive. These last couple of drives have been good for Alabama in a lot of different ways.
For sure. Jake Smith says, I love vodka. To my vodka drinker? The chatter or the actual drink? Everybody dance now. Jake Smith says that. Matthew Irish says, I think Saban is focusing on keeping the offense on the field. Short passes, runs up the middle.
Yeah, that's smart. Control
Yep.
the clock, control the time possession, keep Ole Miss's offense off of the football field. That is huge by the Crimson Tide as well.
Big Al was on the floor doing something.
Yeah, what he had? I guess he had horns.
I had caught the very last glimpse of him. I don't know what he was doing. They don't even be showing Big Al no more, man.
3rd and 8. Alabama up 14-0, of course.
You ever thought about the mascots are immortal? They'll always be there. Bryce with a deep pass.
Yeah, they love going to James Williams deep.
That's kind of weird for Bryce Young to throw a short pass like that. I mean, a too long pass.
Yeah, I wonder if he great pass
to
James Williams.
I wonder if he had pressure on him. I don't think he did.
Yeah, it was some pressure. Lakia Henry. Well, it was pressure, but not much pressure. They were coming.
Or maybe he thought Jameson was faster.
James Burnip punting the football.
James
Burnip. This is another huge drive by Ole Miss.
James Burnip with the punt.
Ole Miss still in the game, people know. The game is not over. It's a long way
not over.
from over.
It's about
60-minute football game. It's just 14-0.
Dang, somebody whooped him. Tobias Brooklyn says we gotta make them big. We gotta make them big. Bryce, regroup and let's go. The key is efficiency.
Yeah,
let's
that would have
been
been
stop now. I think it's about to be a trick play.
That would have been a big play for Alabama, especially that resulted in a touchdown. That would have been a huge play in this game.
If they got that, then it was like, all right, some of these score predictions, I don't know.
Yeah, and if Ole Miss can score here, it'll be huge for the Rebels to get on the field, and this becomes a real ball game again.
Asking for a friend, what's going on? They say the same thing with Florida. We jumped out in front and seemed to be completely seem to completely lose intensity. That's why I was saying the second half they're gonna have to keep this up because they was up against Florida.
Yeah, you gotta keep up the intensity the entire game because Ole Miss still has an opening. They are trying to figure out the offense. Alabama's defense has played really good. Alabama's defense is going to have to continue to play really good. They really dictated what Ole Miss did the last couple of drives, and like I said, that they needed to bend but not break, but they have dictated what Ole Miss has done those last couple of drives. So it's just important that Alabama's defense continue to do what they have done these last couple of drives.
Yeah, I think they learned against Florida not to do that. Definitely against Ole Miss. But shout out to Philip of House Harris for the $9.99. Appreciate that. They say Bryce has to find a way to connect on those deep balls. The drive is huge for momentum.
Yeah,
this drive is huge for momentum.
Yeah, the drive was
Facts.
huge. We have seen Bryce Young connect on those passes, but we've also seen those passes be a bit inaccurate at times. I think when I remember going back to it, like one of the first ones of the season, which was when Bryce tried to hit James Williams down the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ole Miss is going to push the ball down the football field now. They are going to have a bit more intensity now.
Matt Corral has a lot of time in the pocket.
Yeah,
That could have been an interception. I don't know what he was throwing to. That was a super overthrow.
Ole Miss going deep on that first play. I think that was their first attempt at throwing the ball deep, if I'm not mistaken.
That was a very dangerous pass.
Very dangerous pass.
He threw it way too far, and he had all the coverage in the world. So I don't know what happened with that one. He looked like Tom Brady out there with that coverage.
Matt Corral dropping back, attempting to run. We see LeBron Ray is in the game. LeBron Ray gets some playing time early in his SEC game.
There you go, Coach Smoot. LeBron Ray up in there.
So that is the rotation we have seen as far as reserved defensive linemen. We have seen Tim Smith get an opportunity. We have seen LeBron Ray get an opportunity. DJ Dell, of course, is the starter. Yeah. Justin Igborgbe has seen some playing time as well. So that is the rotation we have seen.
They are getting in earlier this game, I think.
Nice tackle by DeMarco Helms. We saw Henry To'oTo'o and Christian Harris coming on the blitz on that play.
Looked like he got hurt. Ole Miss.
Yeah, good tackle by Helms. Alabama sending both of the inside linebackers on a blitz.
Oh, I think he hit his knee with his shoulder pad. Hit his thigh. Yeah, I think he hit his thigh hard when he tackled him with his shoulder pad. Helms with a nice stop, man. He needs these types of stops to redeem himself with the fans. They haven't been too happy with him.
To be honest, he was able to get the guy down on that play, but that was the same tackling technique that he used after the play earlier, but the guy bounced off trying to make the big hit. Sometimes you can land them, sometimes you're not. Still a bit dangerous. I think most defensive coordinators and most defensive coaches want you to take more of a technical hit, trying to wrap up and roll back.
Tackle them technical, man. Trying to get a highlight.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, it's a bit. How can you say it? A bit unconventional to make great form tackles all the time, but nonetheless, great hit by DeMarco Helms. That's what makes it stop. Yeah, I don't know if Lang will go for it if it's not a first down. I'm interested in seeing. I would punt, considering that they did stop Alabama in that last drive.
It says that they got stopped and they're punting, according to our chatters. You know what? The DBs ain't had to work yet.
They going for it right here. They going for it. It's going to be Alabama's going to stop a great play by Henry To'oTo'o. Ole Miss punter did not make the trip, I'm guessing. Ole Miss punter got to be at home.
I don't know what they was doing. But he's done that like every time. He's been going for it.
He got to be at home. Ole Miss did not travel with a punter today. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Nice play by Henry To'oTo'o, but that's a bit crazy.
At least do a pass.
That's a bit crazy.
So now fans gonna say To'oTo'o's playing good.
Yo,
he had a big play.
I don't know what Lane is thinking about. I don't know what Lane's.
I said the punter missed the bus. Matthew Irish. He was out there with a suitcase.
He had to miss the bus. The punter at home, man. He did not ride with the team.
Drove off. Willie 351 says take a shot right here. You talking about alcohol? You talking about the team?
I think he's talking about the team. Yeah, most coaches like to take a shot right after the turnover on the first play.
I thought you talking about the Hennessy, boy.
I think Alabama wants to run the clock out a little bit more.
Yeah, this is a really feel good game for Bama fans right now. How it's going?
Yeah, early, especially the way it was going.
Man. Nice catch.
With another great
catches. He's showing y'all he can catch the ball.
It looks as if Slade is sitting in the zone and Bryce Young is throwing the ball.
They need to get Slade a touchdown pass so he can redeem himself.
He's sitting in the zone. Sat right in the middle of the field. Nice play by
Mechie has
Slade.
a good catch.
Yeah, Bryce Young playing solid.
Like
There have been a lot of dink and dunk passes. A good play by Mechie right there.
Like I said, we're taking calls at halftime. So you can call in with your thoughts on this game, what you think is to come, what you've seen so far. And we'll have the number on the screen shortly.
It's 2nd and 6. James McClellan in the backfield.
Jace McClellan. Man, these running backs are just too much, man. They can't stop them.
We got 3rd down and 2 right here. I'm guessing it's 4th down. You guys want Alabama to go for it.
Coach Smoot says Corral is crying.
I see he's on the phone with some of the guys in the press box. Lane Kiffin trying to give him some encouragement.
It's not me, dude. Listen sometimes. You never listen to me. He's arguing with his coach. It's crazy. You think Lane Kiffin be like yelling at them and stuff?
Yeah. There's every coach.
Because he always look calm.
Touchdown, Alabama. Alabama
TD
goes up 20-0 over the Ole Miss Rebels. Crimson Tide in a really good position early in this matchup.
Touchdown, Alabama. This is crazy.
You got 21-0.
This is crazy.
I think this game is going the exact opposite way a lot of Alabama fans expect it to be. I think Coach Smoot predicted a blowout. John predicted a blowout.
Yeah, I predicted a blowout, man.
Robert
I don't
Oops
know
in the
about
backfield for that
goose egg.
touchdown. It's gonna be Alabama's gonna keep it, throw it to Cameron Latou.
Did he just taunt him?
You got a nice duo in Cameron Latou and Jaleel Billingsley at the tight end position as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Plow Jogger. So we're lucky Latou didn't get caught for taunting there because he definitely taunted dude. You see that? Maybe you can do that one day. Eat. Look at that.
No, that he just
probably pointed at somebody.
He just pointed at him.
It's taunting though. You can't do that. He probably said something too. I don't know.
Yeah, of course he said.
Good defense. See, man, it's so many. Latou is one of them weapons you forget about. They'll forget about.
Yeah, I think they bit on the run to B-Rob. Another good game by another solid first half by Bryce Young. I know I've said in the past I think last game he went off. That probably was a Florida game. He had a solid stat line, but it didn't look like he had that solid stat line. Today it looks a little bit more like he's earned that stat line. That stat line, you can see where it comes from. Nice passes.
Yeah, he's made some fire passes this game and had a lot of highlights on his scrambling, getting out of stuff, motion, passes in motion and all that. He's really been flashier this game. And I like it.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game for Bryce's Heisman campaign. I think his Heisman campaign is off to a nice start. He's only going to strengthen it with this matchup. So good first half by Bryce. Nice first half by Alabama's defense. Really confused by what Lane Kiffin is thinking by going for it on every 4th down, even when you have the ball on your side of the football field. I'm not sure why. Ole Miss is going for it every time.
He's done that like 8 times. Not 8 for real, but over exaggerating. Welcome, Bama Fanatic in the chat. We got Jordan Randolph. And appreciate Tobias Brookins for the $10. He says, okay, boys, let's go. If we can get a 3 and out and work our 2-minute. Oh, let's go. I like the confidence we have in our line. By the way, B-Rob is balling. Get your knees up, son. Get the knees up. appreciate Tobias Brookins. Tobias Brookins has been donating every touchdown. So shout out to Tobias. AJ Johnson, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Kevin Compton is up in here. What's going on? OG. And Roll Tide Roll 8. What's going on? The call-in number is at the top of the screen, top right of the screen.
Look as if we got a fumble for the Crimson Tide. Alabama is rolling on the football field. Another turnover by Alabama's defense.
Let's go, man.
We are going to see the play.
Give it up for the Bama defense, man.
It's going to be for Darian Mathis. Malachi Moore tried to scoop it up. Justin Borgby recovers it for Darian Mathis. Like we said, the most underrated player in college football. Yeah, for Darian Mathis with the strip. Nice play by Mathis. Malachi was almost in the right place at the right time. Malachi Moore was all. Yeah, another one of those plays where Malachi was called a blitz, but still has to improve on getting home. But nice play for Darian Mathis.
Yeah. That's his second interception he could have got. He dropped. But it'd be surprise interceptions for him just falling to his hands. But the phone lines are open. You can call in. We'll be taking calls at halftime. Let us know your thoughts so far. What you think needs to happen. All that stuff. Matt Corral mad, ain't it? Why he's walking so fast?
I know a lot of Alabama fans should be excited about this first half. Nice half.
It's a great
by
first
Alabama's
half.
Offense. B-Rob getting the ball again.
They cannot tackle B-Rob. The entire team was on him. They cannot tackle him. Man, B-Rob is a beast. Big fight is Crunk.
I'm up 21-0 in the second with 2:08 left. Second and 5 from the 9-yard line, looks like it. Giving back to B-Rob. Trying to grind out some more clock.
Philip Meyer, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. BG says, I ain't calling too drunk. I get banned. Hey, man, you can talk your stuff, man. Say what you got to say. You feel me? Anybody can call in. Like I said, we're taking calls at halftime. You can call this number here. I think I'm pointing. Yeah, call that number there. And let us know what you think.
It's going to be a pass interference on that play. Nick Saban was about to come on the field.
Yeah, if they ain't called it.
he was already at the numbers. Saban was already at the numbers.
That boy tripped him up. Yeah, I think everyone's proud of the defense. Very proud of the defense. Maybe 86-0. Saban still get mad.
I think that is when he's going to be the most fired up because they win it. You got to keep that intensity.
Don't get comfortable. You ain't did nothing. Did they score here?
No, I don't think they scored.
He in there. He got in there. B-Rob. Man, this game is getting crazy. It is crazy. B-Rob with the touchdown. They are who we thought they were. It's 27 zip coming out of the first half. Did y'all expect that?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of Alabama fans expected.
I don't
It
think
to be
nobody expected
27-0. Of course, Alabama up top. Another good play by Brian Robinson, and Alabama has played a complete half on both sides of the football with 57 seconds left in the second.
It's pretty crazy. I don't think anyone expected that. Matt Corral is pissed.
Yeah. There's a lot to like about what Alabama has done. A statement game by the Crimson Tide. Defense is looking like it is going to continue to improve. We see a couple of new faces, a couple of old guys who, like LeBron Ray and Justin Aborgby, who are getting a little bit more playing time this game. We see it. If we get a look into what Alabama's rotation is going to be, I think everything's going to be solid on the offensive side of football as far as the wide receivers are concerned. The 3 starters are Slade Bolden, Jameson Williams, and John Mechie. Georgia Earl is going to be thrown in the mix. You are going to see a little bit of Cameron Latou and Jaleel Billingsley together, or one of them in and one of them is out. And you get that running back tandem of Jason McCullen, with him being more of a complete back and B-Rob being more of the power back. So I think Alabama's offense is finding it. If not, I think they have found their identity being more of a balanced offense.
For sure. Jawan Carey with the $10 says touchdown, with the monkey holding his eyes over his face. I mean, his hands over his eyes. I don't know what I was saying. Let me know if I'm saying your name right, too. Jawan. I think that's right, Jawan. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Man, Matt Corral is looking, man. He's pissed. You promised we will win, coach. You promised us. $57 seconds left on our end. Game probably over for y'all.
Yeah,
I mean, the half's probably over for y'all.
It's 57 seconds in the second.
Eric Thomas says, roll tide from Georgia. Appreciate you tuning in. He's stopping the clock. Ole Miss running back ran out of bounds.
Yeah,
they're trying to do a little something here.
Ole Miss is trying to create something before the half is over.
Oh,
yeah, nice knockdown by Fedarian Mathis. It looks like it.
That's his second one, I think. Big Phil going in, man. I'm a 5-star homeboy.
He's gonna be holding as well. Holding against.
Hey, Big Phil going in, man. Will Anderson look like Will Anderson had a big play.
Second and 12. Alabama's defensive line is creating a lot of pressure. Will Anderson with a big sack. Alabama's defensive line is starting to create some pressure, starting to take Ole Miss out of rhythm.
They need a locker room break.
The defensive line was going to be very important.
They need a
this
break.
Game, and Alabama's defensive line is playing really good. Will Anderson, Justin Aborgby, and Fedarian Mathis on the rush on that last play.
I like how Will Anderson tackles, man.
Yeah, the defense is going to improve. Like Naomi said, the defense is getting better and better. It's halftime right now. Yeah, Alabama's defense
I think they
get better. That's something that we saw last year. We saw the defense after the Ole Miss game last year continue to get better and better and better. All leading all the way to the national championship.
That's how Bama defense is supposed to be. Make them quit, like Saban said.
And Chris Harris makes a big play to close out the half.
It's halftime now on our end.
Alabama up.
A very great performance by Alabama. Minor mistakes here and there, but the defense has stepped up tremendously. Ole Miss fans are looking very sad in the audience that came all the way from Mississippi.
I'm pretty sure they are a bit confused.
Yeah. Like, what is this?
Confused by, you expect it to be
Especially
a totally different game. And then you
Yeah.
I don't think you expected Lane Kiffin to leave his punter at home.
Yeah, I don't know where the punter's at. The reporter needs to ask him. She's talking to him right now.
It's interesting that they are interviewing Lane Kiffin now. They usually interview the winning coach.
I would decline the interview.
I may be mistaken. I thought he interviewed the winning coach going into half, then the losing coach coming out.
Mm-hmm. But we are taking calls. We're gonna open up the call segment. Yeah. Let me set this up. About to take some calls here. If you want to call in, call 205-448-1358. All right, we have a call in the queue now.
It's on.
Yeah.
Hello, caller. You're live with me and John on the TDA watch party for Alabama Ole Miss. Alabama put up a dominant performance in that first half, man. What are your thoughts about that? Live with us on
Lost
the
that
Touchdown
caller.
Alabama watch party. Of course, Alabama put up a dominant performance through 2 quarters so far. What are your thoughts about that first half?
Man, it's your boy, Senator Hines. And,
What's up, Senator?
bruh, when I say this defense did exactly what I said, Pete Golden is dropping them 8 guys back, 7 guys back, and letting the D-line do what they do best, and that's fill gaps and freaking just handle they playing assignment football. And that first drive stop, that bend but don't break first drive, that set those guys on fire, man. I don't know if y'all see the secondary. Job is getting beat, but he was still in the edge when they was trying to, break out to the perimeter. But our front, that defensive front, and Christian Harris and Toa, they are playing so. I mean, it look like they got their ears pinned back now. They not hesitating to fill gaps, and they going with their first read and living with it. Toa's not, hesitating when he's making his reads. And he got out of position maybe 2 or 3 times the first drive. But as you can see, as soon as he got to the sideline, he was talking to Moody and Harris, and they all worked that thing out. He has been on point this game, man. I say instead of, trying to jump and deflect the ball, go for the sack, being that he was on a blitz, QB contained, and the blitz lane opened up for him to go ahead and close out on the quarterback. But other than that, man, my guy is playing today. That's the Toa I was expecting. And, I don't know if y'all saw, but this offensive line, the domination up front by the offensive line is crazy. Javian Cohen and Dallacourt, those boys are playing big right now. We expected Eki or Neal to handle their business, but Dallacourt, that boy is, making the right calls and reads at the center position. Cohen is really holding his own today. He really hasn't had much pressure to sort out because they can't slow us down in the run game. So this is Bama football, man. And Tobias, you were on point when you were talking about disrupting that Lane Kiffin rhythm, man. The fact that we were able to force him to go for it on 4th down twice in his own, once in his own field position in his territory, he's desperate. He's going to come out. I think he's going to scheme against, Joe, try to get some pass interference, get some lucky plays here. But I even think that Saban is going to keep patient. He's going to tell Pete Golden to stay patient. We don't need to send the pressure yet. I think one more stop with the base coverage, you will see a little bit more pressure after that stop. But offense coming out scoring, we got to score. Defense come out, get a stop. We might see Bama just open, the floodgates. But, yeah, man, I'm excited. This is exactly what I want to see from our defense. A shutout in the first half, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think any real Bama fan was expecting a shutout at all, during this game. I thought it was going to be back and forth for the first, 2 quarters, maybe the first 4 or 5 drives, and then we would pull away. But this is a total domination. This is like total control, what we needed to see from our defense and from our coaching staff. And I'm happy, man. I'm excited. Roll Tide to everybody in the chat. Y'all boys keep this thing popping. TDA the best. This watch party stuff is lit, man. I'm taking a shot for every score, so y'all keep up, man. Be easy.
Thank you so much for calling, Senator, with some great insight. As always, one of our faithful supporters at touchdowналabama.com and on our watch party every Saturday. But we have another caller in the queue. Caller, you're live with me and John on TDA's watch party for Alabama and Ole Miss on today. What are your thoughts about that first half?
Well, what's going on, fellas? This is Jared from Buffalo, man. But, yeah, guys, this was a phenomenal first half. Just like the last caller said, man, I did not expect this to happen. I did not expect a shutout, 28-0 shutout in the first half. You know, I did expect a back and forth. I did expect Ole Miss to definitely take more advantage of the RPOs and definitely establish a little bit more of a run game, kind of throw our linebackers off a little bit. But, no, our linebackers have been playing sound football. The only times they got caught like maybe 2 or 3 times with the RPO passes just up the middle. But that's just about it. Our linebackers have played phenomenal. We're flying to the football. Let's give a lot of credit to Timothy Smith, man. I mean, normally a rotational player, man. He stepped up a lot, man. He is penetrating on the line of scrimmage. For Darren Mathis is doing a great job penetrating up the line of scrimmage. Will Anderson's doing him. Drew Sanders, again, not the best pass rusher in the world, but a guy that's for the most part, he is really he's really containing the outside, really setting the edge on the outside, really letting a lot of these players to really step up. But yeah, it starts off with the line of scrimmage, and our front seven is doing a great job of really just dominating, making it a lot easier for our secondary, not really giving them too much work there, because I do believe that Ole Miss has a little bit of the better matchup there as far as the receiving secondary type of matchup. So the fact that our front seven is really dominating there, it's great. You know, offensively, offensive line is doing a phenomenal job of really just setting the tone, really tiring out this defense. Of course, Ole Miss is running a 3-2-6 type. You know, they're running a 3-2-6 type of defense. So again, they're kind of doing the same thing. They're dropping a lot of those players back, and they're really daring us to run. But you know, again, Alabama's just doing a great job, really just dominating, tiring out the defense. And when we have to throw, for the most part, we're doing our assignments, picking apart when they're running zone. And, you know, Alabama's just simply doing them. This is the type of football that we've been waiting for them to kind of do for the entire year. We didn't think it was going to be this week. We all thought, for the most part, the majority of us thought that this was going to be a shootout. So it's great to see Alabama doing them.
Well, thank you so much for your great insight as well. Giving props to Tim Smith, who has had a great first half of the Crimson Tide, along with the Crimson Tide's offense taking advantage of what Ole Miss is giving them. We have another caller live with me and, of course, John, our producer here at TouchdownAlabama.com. The Crimson Tide are up 28-0 over the Ole Miss Rebels at halftime in Bryant-Denny Stadium. What are your thoughts about that first half?
Hey, guys, it's Bill from New York. Let me tell you, I called it before the game. I said it on the chat. If our defensive line could step up, there's nothing we can't do. We have the best linebackers in the country. It's not even close. Not even close, and that's without Chris Allen, a certain first-round draft pick. But, our second-team linebackers would be starters on most teams in the entire country. And, when you put the pressure with that front, forget about it, they're going to make plays. They're going to make plays. And they're going to make more plays. I got one other thing to say, man. That girl who does the halftime interviews, I don't know what her name is. Did you see the dirty look she gave Kiffin? Man, I was cracking up. She got spunk that one, don't she? How you going to score some points? And then he mumbled some nonsense, and she gave him a look like, screw you. And I couldn't stop laughing. And look, as always, thanks for taking my call, guys. You do some job.
Great call by Bill. He's always an entertaining call. Another one of our faithful viewers. We have another caller live in the queue. You are live on the TDA Home Watch Party. What are your thoughts about that first half?
Hung up. Yeah. Like I said, if you want to call in, you can call 205-448-1358. We'll be taking calls until the game starts back.
Yeah, the Crimson Tide up.
Yeah, everyone's
28-0.
shocked,
Yeah.
surprised about this score. Definitely didn't think it was gonna be like this. So
So when you said blowout, you probably were thinking more of a competitive type of like Alabama eventually.
yeah, I didn't mean blowout, but I thought they was gonna win by more points. But I didn't think they was gonna get 0 points. They might score, but I thought it was gonna whoop them.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was gonna be 27-0 coming out the first half though.
Yeah, I thought the game was gonna be a bit tough early on. And I felt Alabama was going to gradually pull away from Ole Miss, but it looked as if the Crimson Tide had a totally different plan in mind. And yeah, you can ask any question you want on Coach Smook in the game chat, of course. I'm down to answer anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. But we got some super chats.
Okay,
I'll get to these super chats up here. We got asking for a friend with the $5. Appreciate that. They say, what is the strategy for the second half?
I think pretty much the same on the offensive side of football, especially early on.
Well, let me shout the rest of these out and answer that. We got Bill from New York with the $5. Appreciate that. We got Coach Smook with the $5. Appreciate that. Get back to the strategy for the second half. What you thinking?
The strategy for the second. I think pretty much the same all around. Of course, Lane Kiffin will make adjustments. You have to make adjustments to what he comes out with. But as far as what Alabama brings to the table on the offensive side of football, I think they will have the same approach early on. I think you have to stick with your game plan. Stick with what it has done. Stick with what you have done really well early in that second half. But I saw where Senator Coach Smook asked an interesting question as well.
Yeah, we're gonna take a call and get to that question.
You're live with me and John and on the TDA watch party for Alabama Ole Miss. What are your thoughts about that first half?
Yo, what's going on, fellas? This Matt. John, what's happening, my boy?
What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Justin? Hey, man, like I said, I posted a lot of comments throughout the first half, and I didn't expect this at all either. I was, thinking maybe, 21-7, 21-10, something like that going into the half. But hey, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing. The long sustaining drives that the offense has, offensive game plan is put together, keeping Ole Miss defense on the field. I knew defense was going to come in hungry due to most of our guys on defense this year is ones that got tore up last year. So I was looking forward to seeing that grudge match come to life again this year. But hey, man, Young is hard to get a target on. Like, you think, watching the game, you think, oh, man, they got it. Oh, he just scoots to the left, scoots to the right. And, everybody's talking about, we want him to run, Well, hey, he's not getting sacked, so that's good enough for me.
What a great call, Matt. And we had Matt on the watch party a couple of weeks ago. He gave us some great insight and some more great insight during that particular call. Nice
Facts,
call by Matt there.
Appreciate it, Matt. And Coach Smook had a question for you.
Yeah.
So, Justin, do you think the PA pass will be called more than 5 times this half?
I think it's possible, especially a little bit down the line. I feel Alabama definitely needs to. I think they definitely want to get on the board during this first drive, get up 35-0. If I'm not mistaken, they do get the ball back to start the half. So I think it will be good for Alabama to get on the board. I think they will have that same approach. Why go away from what has been working, that balanced approach?
Yeah.
Running the football to open up the pass game. Then we may see some play action pass in that particular situation. But I think if Alabama possibly gets the ball back after being up 35-0, I think Bill O'Brien is in a position where he can create some things. Then I think we can see where Alabama will possibly take some shots down the field, try some new things out, try some different rotations. Because I think the game, of course, the game is not over with, but you do have a little bit of room to experiment, which is something I felt he sort of did a little bit too early in the Florida game. So he probably have an opportunity to do that. But I think this first drive, I think you have to do what you have been doing. Do what has been working.
Yeah, just keep doing the same thing. If Ole Miss switch it up, you just gotta adjust. But I think Bama's gonna come out and do the same thing, really.
Yeah, and
it's been working. It stopped them.
We could see a couple play action passes even on this first drive. I think that's going to be. I think it's going to be a huge part of Alabama's offense moving forward in general. I think that's their identity: running the ball to open up the pass game, being a balanced offense because of the talent that you have in the backfield.
And we got Cliff Reese in the chat. What's going on? Vania. What's going on? I wasn't going to try to pronounce the rest. But yeah, I appreciate y'all calling in. It's still halftime, right?
Yeah, it's still halftime.
Still halftime. Appreciate Gucci Tide for the $5. Says, hey, John, how many points before we see Stone? What you mean, Stone?
Stone Hollenbach.
Oh, Stone Hollenbach?
100 more. We need 100
They're going to need like 100 points, man. I ain't going to care. If Bama scores like 68-0, we might see
Braxton Mark.
We might see Stone Hollenbach. Like 68 zip. That's when you question it. But they need to score even more than that. You see Stone Hollenbach get out there and score a touchdown.
That's kind
throw
of
an interception.
That's sort of funny what CBS just showed if you are watching the game. Of course, Arch Manning is in Tuscaloosa, one of the 5-star recruits who was in Tuscaloosa today to watch the Crimson Tide take on Ole Miss. And I think that is really interesting. I think that shows popularity that Arch Manning has. He's taking pictures with other recruits. and that's really funny to me.
It's
that
recruits
he's at that celebrity.
Y'all
he's
in the
at
same
that celebrity
grade.
status. He's taking a picture with other recruits on visits because of the popularity that he has. I think he's the most popular recruit in the country. Even though he's a junior, he's still the most popular recruit in the country overall. Alabama getting him on campus today is huge for them. A long list of big-time recruits are in Tuscaloosa on today, and Arch Manning is just the top of that list with him being a 5-star quarterback. Of course, him being the nephew of Eli and Peyton Manning and the grandson of Archie Manning as well.
And appreciate Cliff Reese for the $5. Says for Lane Lane's popcorn. Now, do you think what you was talking about Arch Manning earlier? You basically think, or do you think Bama, or you think he would choose Bama?
It's possible. It's hard. It's hard for any kid not to choose Alabama when they are showing a lot of interest in you. You are one of the top players.
Or in the country. As a quarterback.
Yeah. So I think the Crimson Tide are definitely in a good position with him. I think his recruitment is still open at the moment. It's just gonna be interesting to watch to see where he eventually will land. But the Crimson Tide are showing heavy interest. Nick Saban wants him in Tuscaloosa, and of course he respects the Manning family. The Manning family respects him. He was on their Monday Night Football watch party show on ESPN on Monday night, and he got an opportunity to throw a couple of recruiting shots at Arch Manning. So it will be a huge gift for Alabama in the future. I think his recruitment is still open at the moment, with Alabama battling it out with a couple of teams like Ole Miss, who is recruiting Arch Manning as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting if Bama gets Arch Manning and Ty Simpson. And then they got Miro and Bryce Young. I don't know. Yeah, I need to see what Steven we're gonna try to get Steven after the game. But Senador, the game started. We're gonna get you after the game. We're gonna be taking calls. Oh, you said he butt dialed. We're taking calls again after the game, so you can call back in. But the third quarter has started. Let's get it. It's third quarter. Let's get it, man. BG says take a deep breath, y'all. This is where the true game will be shown. Well, I guess the true game.
Yeah. Oh,
some have been shown, but this is where the true game is shown.
It could have been onside kick with the way Lane Kiffin has played today, but I wouldn't expect an onside kick.
Yeah, Lane's playing weird, man. He's playing weird.
You can give Jameson Williams an opportunity to take it out there. Take it out on kick return. Surprise at that. But good coverage. Good kickoff coverage by Ole Miss.
Kiffin's going on fourth downs and all that.
that was kind of weird.
I don't know when he going to do onside kick. Yeah, hope Bama has to keep up this momentum. Make sure they don't let what happened at the Florida game happen. I don't think they are. I think they mentally and just the adrenaline, I think they're gonna continue rolling. I think Ole Miss is kind of defeated.
Alabama's gonna pass the
mentally.
ball.
Slade
Bolden up the middle. Slade being Mr. Dependable this game, showing why he gets his consistent playing time, because he's a consistent type player. I know he had that big drop against Florida, but he is a consistent pass catcher. He's a guy who has been consistent this game, showing that he can be a guy Alabama relies on as a wide receiver, especially in the middle of the football field today.
Man, everyone's stepping up this game, man. Everybody.
4 wide receiver set giving out to B-Rob. B-Rob showing a bit of speed that play. Nice cutback.
B-Rob is going ham. B-Rob is going in, man. His draft stock going up and up and up.
Give it to Jace McClellan. Let him run the ball outside.
See, Jace be hitting it outside, man. He ain't hurt his leg, did he? Trying to listen to what this reporter was saying.
Yeah, because we didn't see a Nick Saban interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting as well. Second and 7 for the Crimson Tide, third quarter.
Got a touchdown?
Bryce Young dropping back, going deep to John Mechie. Yeah, a nice pass. Another nice pass by Bryce Young.
It's another
a deep
touchdown.
out route.
This is insane. So it's gonna be a shutout. Are we looking at a shutout?
I see Alabama pass the ball a little bit more on that particular drive, but the run game was featured the most. And B-Rob running the ball with a lot of intensity, getting into the second level. Ole Miss's defense has not played
B-Rob
good at all this game, and Alabama's offense is taking advantage. Alabama offense is rolling.
You gotta remember, Ole Miss has not played anyone to this caliber this year.
Yeah, this is
a huge jump playing Alabama after those teams.
Yeah,
I don't think they have learned their second half momentum yet.
Yeah, they haven't
Especially
learned.
against a team
they
like
haven't
this.
discovered themselves as well.
I think, this might be like a 60-0 game, man. They're gonna keep scoring. Was he in there?
I'm not. I gotta look at it again, but it looks like he was not in there from that
For the
angle.
rules expert.
His little face mask looked like. I don't. It's hard. I don't know.
I mean, look, yeah, might as well give him that.
You guys probably can tell us what the result of the review is with you guys being a couple of minutes ahead of us, but I think.
So he's down right there?
He's down.
Call Robbie Oots. Get Robbie Oots out there. Yeah, it said he wasn't in. I mean, you can tell it wasn't technically a touchdown. You're running on 1 foot.
You have to give it to B-Rob again. Got a solid drive. Of course, Najee Harris had a big game last year against Ole Miss. I've given B-Rob the ball again.
Mm-hmm.
Got to feed him. Got to give him his reward for helping you get down the field.
Says he scored again. Well, he scored now. Officially. B-Rob with the touchdown. Man, this is crazy, man. You know how live Brian Denny is right now? But it's probably so crazy that you like.
Yeah.
At this point, you like, dang. Like,
it's loud, but yes, it should be. It should be rocking right now. But it's. I think it's over with now.
Yeah, it probably ain't that loud.
I don't think it's that loud at this point.
People gonna start leaving.
Yeah.
Quarter.
They headed for the exit in a little bit.
Saban gonna get mad.
You can't. That traffic is something serious in Tuscaloosa on game day.
Saban probably let them score so they can stay. This is exactly what I thought was gonna happen, man.
And Steven with a great update. Brian Robinson with his first career 100-yard performance.
Nice.
On the ground against Ole Miss.
We have 3 100-yard performances from 3 different running backs this season now. The run game is insane. 2021.
Yeah, nice play by B-Rob. Alabama depending on the run
zip,
game
man.
a little bit more.
35-0.
I think this is, even though Alabama, of course, they wanted to dominate. That is your goal, to dominate your opponent. But I think Alabama is a bit surprised how dominant they have been this game. Because I think if we look at Alabama's offensive attack with them running the ball a bit more, I think they expected Ole Miss to have some success. They expected it to be a little bit more difficult to stop Ole Miss's defense. So if you're running the football, you're keeping their offense off of the football field.
Yeah, man. I just think it's the people, the experience they have for this season. They wasn't ready for this. Bama has been through their trials and tribulations for this season.
Yeah,
they've been through their second half woes with Florida. Mercer scored way more than they should. People messing up. This was like the perfect time for them to play Ole Miss.
Yeah. This is a good performance by
Ole Miss
Alabama.
hasn't had their time yet.
Yeah, but of course, with the way Ole Miss is playing, Ole Miss doesn't look impressive at all in this matchup. I think that is something to keep in mind as well. Ole Miss has not looked really good, of course. On the offensive side of football,
they look good on their first drive.
Alabama's defense has played really well.
Yeah.
But on defense, Ole Miss's defense has not looked good at all, in my opinion. I think Ole Miss's defense is really a weak part of their overall team. So I think next week, not looking forward to next week, of course, Alabama has to complete this game, but next week for Texas A&M coming into town, maybe a tougher defense for Alabama to go up against.
Yeah,
of course, Alabama went up against a tough defense in Florida as well earlier in the season, but a tougher defense than this Ole Miss defense could be next week against Texas A&M. Alabama's offense has played really good this game. Their defense has really stepped up and adjusted to what they were expecting to see from a high-powered offense by Ole Miss. Well, I don't know if we can say high-powered till we see them more in the future, because, like you said earlier, they have not had an opportunity to play that many opponents.
Yeah, I don't know. They Steven said they had an upgraded defense. I don't know, but shout out to Tobias Brookins with the $10. Says B Rob is turning into that guy. I love it. I want to see these boys keep that intensity. There are a few teams looming. Georgia is legit, but will be handled in the SEC. We got to get 3 more. Yeah, Bama continues to play like this, especially defense. I mean, it look like a natty.
Yeah. Alabama's defense
It look like a
has
natty.
played good this drive against a good defense, a good offense ran by Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss.
Oh, I gotta refresh these slides. Hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, we back. Ooh, tripped up. Looks like Senator said that was a holding call right there on the offense. Lane Kiffin is just like, man, come on, man.
They're holding on offense.
I don't think there's anything they can do at this point. I think they've expended all of their plans. He just can't beat Nick Saban. And what's crazy is that he was with Saban. He knows what he does.
No, this is about I think Alabama.
But I guess it
has
is
drawn
way
up,
different.
Yeah, Alabama's
way
defense
different.
brought up a great game plan. Alabama has great players as well.
Yeah.
Very talented players.
Eto'o is trying to suplex him. He's trying to get him off the ground. Looks like Henry is more active this game. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes if you don't have big plays, sometimes you overlook people
But I see
that have been doing the same thing.
I see Alabama. I see Ole Miss is being a bit patient. I know some people may expect Lane Kiffin to probably panic, but I think it's time to be patient. Wait till let the game come to you. One play is not going to erase a 35-point deficit if you're Ole Miss. Go back to what worked that first drive to see if it'll work again. Did Alabama have 12 men on the field? I saw Tim Smith going off. I think Alabama had 12 men on the field. Oh, Nick Saban mad. I think Ole Miss substituted. I think he's trying to say they substituted. I think Nick Saban's trying to say that Ole Miss substituted and they had to have an opportunity to substitute. Get back, come back.
He was all the way on the field too. Dark Skin 007, welcome to the chat. Total Control, welcome to the chat. Brian Rochelle, welcome to the chat.
Matt Corral spins out of the would-be sack.
Ooh,
Jalen Norman Davis with
let's
the
go.
perfect coverage.
Nice, man. If
Jalen Norman
you
Davis
Alabama,
has
you
been
don't want them to
solid
score at
this
this point.
season. Another player who will most likely be drafted in his upcoming NFL draft. And he's continuing to improve his draft stock.
Yeah.
Great coverage. No pass interference. Clean coverage.
All ball.
Byron Young with a nice play.
Man, Tim Smith is up in there, man. Tim Smith is pretty fast, man, for his size. Since Anderson got hurt,
Third
he
and
got
12.
dinged up.
Yeah, Ole Miss only has 28 rushing yards. Now, Ole Miss is going to pick up the first down.
Ole Miss got the first down. Trying to see what happened to Will. Somebody helmet threw off, didn't it? Saban is hollering. 35 zip. Man, it's crazy. 35-0. Thank you for joining the watch party. TDA, we are here. Bama versus Ole Miss. Pretty crazy right now. Today's show is sponsored by Wing Out, by the way. Wing Out provided us with this delicious food here. We got wings, we got fries, ranch fries at that are seasoned. And these wings are really good. If you're in the Birmingham area, check out Wing Out in Green Springs or Center Point. So shout out to Wing Out, man.
Yeah, but Alabama being up 35-0 at the moment. The Crimson Tide's offense is able to get the ball back here. Get the ball back eventually. If the score is still 35-0, we may see them start to take a couple more shots down the field. But if Ole Miss is able to score, I think we still stick with what has been working. Keep the ball on the ground. Wouldn't surprise me if Alabama just kept the ball on the ground throughout this game to close it out.
They should. B-Rob going in. And I don't think this is a game to where you just take them out yet.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen any predictions. I don't think I've seen any predictions from anyone that expected a blowout by the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I seen someone in here say like 17, the lowest. Yeah.
Yeah, they at least expected Ole Miss to score something.
They still might score though. You never know. It's looking though. I don't know.
Yeah,
but the game still is not over. But Mike V Dog, welcome to the chat. Tiara Lynn is in the chat. And Tiara Lynn, that's on. Never mind. Jeffrey Diggs, welcome to the chat. Mike Vidal says 52-14. You can't do no prediction now. It's too late. Don't try. Nah, it's too late, man. So you think Ole Miss is gonna score 2 touchdowns
and a field goal? It's possible.
And a field goal.
It's gonna be hard for them to come back, but it's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible.
It's definitely
possible to score 17 points.
It's plenty time to do that.
Mackerel drop it back, getting the ball to underneath route.
The only thing with that is the Bama defense is just rolling. Like, you can tell the intensity, the togetherness is all there. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know Coach Smoot predicted a blowout. I forget what the exact score was, but I know you predicted a blowout.
And everybody know Justin Stephen know. I've been saying that before. Way before the game. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, John has been saying he felt he just felt there was going to be a blowout.
And Bama's DBs, they haven't had to work yet for real. As far as the pass game, we got some big stops like Jalen Armour Davis.
And
I don't think they're going to pass it for real.
And when I think about it, Ole Miss has went away from they're having some success now running the football up the middle. I feel they went away from that earlier in the game. I didn't really see them run the ball up the middle early in the game. When their defense started, when Alabama's defense was dominating, they were trying to get the ball out to guys in space, trying to run to the outside.
Man, that first drive.
Yeah, I think they'll call it pass interference.
Hey, this ain't NFL, man. Get these pass interference.
Yeah, they call pass interference. Yeah, that was clear pass interference. Yeah, that was. That was. He basically pushed him down.
Shoot, I would too, man. Keep him at 0. Ain't no spot on the foul.
Yeah, that was pass interference, a clear pass. Can't do that, Jalen.
Has Josh? I ain't seen. Has Josh Joe been out there?
Yeah, they haven't targeted him.
Oh, okay.
They're going after Jalen Norman Davis,
He
who
interfered.
has been really successful, but that was too much contact.
He interfered the whole time he was running.
Yeah, too much contact. He can't get away with that much contact. They can't let you get away with that much contact.
Dang. They gave him like 30 yards in it.
Yeah, 1st and goal for Ole Miss.
It says they scored. So Ole Miss scored.
Matt Corral trying to get to the end zone.
Matt
and he
Corral
gets there.
ran it in. Ole Miss got the score.
Yeah, Ole Miss finally gets on the board with a Matt Corral rushing touchdown.
I mean, there's a lot of time left. Bama
get
has
to see the replay here. Yeah.
That's what people were saying. We don't.
Yeah, Tor did look a bit lost on that particular play.
What the heck? Oh. That's what people were saying. They didn't want any penalties from Bama's defense. Keep it clean. And that penalty kind of gave them the touchdown. Penalty
Ole
on
Miss
Jalen
finally
Davis.
gets on the board, 7:35. So some of those predictions, what we did see people say like
You mad?
17-50 something, could definitely happen.
Matt Corral is still mad on the sideline. Roll Tide Rise Up says, let them have that one, but no more. Vegeta says, Bama sucks again. Hey, that's how it goes. Now Bama's trash. The defense is trash now. Man, hey, 7:35, you know what I'm saying? Well, welcome to the watch party. Also want to remind y'all, make sure you visit tdawear.com. We have hoodies, long sleeves, we got sweats, we got all kind of stuff. We got the Got 18 We Do shirts. We got the 18 of them things, folk t-shirts, hoodies. Got all the championships on the back for Bama. Go and check that out. tdawear.com. Link is in the description. And the show is sponsored by Wing Out. Naomi said STFU. Vegeta. Told the Prince of Saiyans to shut up.
I think Vegeta was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I think she was being sarcastic.
Yeah, he's being sarcastic, man.
Yeah.
That's how Bama fans be. Oh, there's a new video of the anonymous Alabama fan. If y'all haven't checked that out on the channel, y'all can check that out. Actually, his pregame thoughts on this Ole Miss game. So y'all check that video out. And he will, I'm sure he'll have a post-game video as well, talking about his thoughts on the game. So that will be coming out. So Ole Miss first touchdown was in the third quarter. That's still pretty crazy. Seeing how this game was so hyped up to be something else other than this. It be looking like, it looks like Slade is running fast, but he's not going that fast. Why they showing it? Oh, that's where he got hurt. Hope he didn't aggravate that injury he had.
Yeah, Will Anderson, Alabama has an opportunity to rest Will Anderson most likely for the rest of this game if he is injured.
Yeah. They pushed him further.
Yeah, I think Alabama's going to stick with B-Rob. Like you always say, what Nick Saban said, whoever hot get the football. Yeah, I think B-Rob definitely has the hot hand. He's going to continue to get the ball.
If Jace and B-Rob keeps doing this, Sanders is not gonna play, man.
Yeah, I think that looks established.
Roydell,
that
maybe
looks
in certain games, but not. I don't think like.
Yeah,
SEC
Trayshawn
game.
Holden.
Well, maybe
Trayshawn Holden is I guess you can say officially the first guy off the bench because JoJo Earl and Slade Bolden are co-starters.
Ooh.
But Trayshawn Holden is the first wide receiver off of the sideline every game.
Trayshawn.
Nice catch by Holden, the big wide receiver. We have consistently seen Alabama have those average size guys. We can take a look at Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, guys who are 6'1", 6'2", but bringing a 6'4" guy out of Florida, out of Kissimmee, Florida, and Trayshawn Holden gives Alabama a different look at the wide receiver position. He has a thick frame as well.
JoJo Earl was looking like he was gonna block.
Giving B-Rob the ball
blocked
some more.
for real.
Keep feeding B-Rob.
B-Rob, he tripped up.
Keep having
Still
a
got some good
balanced
yards.
attack by Alabama.
This is definitely one of B-Rob's top games already. Well over 100 yards. And it's only the third quarter.
Wardell Williams is getting some burns now. I think he has definitely earned some playing time after the way he played last game against Southern Miss. Was really effective.
It says he has 116 yards so far.
Back with a
For
bit
B-Rob.
more, back with a bit
But-
more speed compared to B-Rob.
I don't think it updated the last play.
Alabama up 35-7 over Ole Miss.
Exactly. Dark skin 007 said Robinson waited his time. He's ready for it. He definitely waited for his time.
They're giving Wardell some
Roydell.
opportunity to run in his third quarter.
It's looking like Roydell is the third back now.
Yeah, this is something that we saw basically a glimpse of last week because it was
Yeah.
Jason McCullough and Wardell.
This is the third game Trey Sanders didn't run for real. Well, he ran a little bit last game, but it says that a bad play is coming up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Alabama came out on fire that first drive. Their defense,
This is
the
what
defense
happened
scored,
last.
but
I mean,
of course,
with Florida.
Alabama. Nick Saban wants their team to play. Wants his team to play the entire game, full 60 minutes for 4 quarters.
We don't want to see another Florida repeat with this second half.
You know, Bryce Young dropping back on our navigating through the pocket, gonna be sacked.
That's why I don't run, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been complaining about Darian Dalcourt's snaps this game. I think he has had a couple of high snaps this particular game. Of course,
Bryce Young so short, man.
of course, yeah, Bryce Young is not the tallest guy for sure. Of
But yeah, I've
course,
seen
Chris
a lot of
Owens
high
and Darian
snaps.
Dalcourt have battled it out for that center position, but it looks as if Darian Dalcourt has secured that position. And Chris Owens is at right tackle.
My bad. I didn't mean to hide you.
4th and 8. Alabama going for it on 4th and 8. They convert with a pass to Jaleel Billingsley.
Noise. LD Master, I got you. That was a mistake. I was trying to hide the webcam chat.
Jaleel Billingsley is one of Alabama's top route runners. When you take a look at the way he runs routes, really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely has a bit of an old school feel to this game, with how much Alabama is running the football.
Yep.
Yeah, we see a graphic CBS is putting up comparing Bryce Young to the Crimson Tide's last 3 starting quarterbacks. Alabama up 35-7. Bryce Young drops back. All the time in the world. Could have went to the store and came back. A lot of time for Bryce. He takes off at the end.
All right, you should be good. LDL Master. I hit him on accident.
Bryce could have went to the store and came back that last play.
He still ain't run.
No, he still did not run that play.
This man could have cooked a sandwich, made a sandwich,
Yeah, he could have went to his dorm and came back.
made some coffee. Yeah, went to his dorm.
Yeah, JoJo Earl was down the field. JoJo Earl was ready to run a route full speed. Third and 13 on our screen. You guys keep us updated. Was it a pick? Looks as if something bad happened this next play here.
Yeah. Like an interception.
Interception by the Ole Miss defense. Brought some pressure to Bryce Young. He throws it. He's gonna be intercepted.
See, this is the same thing that happened in Florida, man.
Yeah,
Second half.
I think this is the thing that this team has to get over. You have to keep the intensity in the entire game.
They got comfortable, man.
It looks as if it was a bad read by Bryce Young, but I have to go back and see the replay. I can't say this interception is on someone else. Well, he was getting pressured.
He should have just kept going.
Nice read by the defensive back as well. Nice play by the defensive back. Wasn't the best throw. Wasn't the best decision by Bryce Young.
Should have kept going, man.
Nice play by the defensive back on Ole Miss.
Run the ball. See, after
Nice play by Ole Miss's defensive back. Nice way to jump the route as well. Not the safest pass by Bryce Young, but this is something Nick Saban is going to stress to his team probably the next week. They got to play all 4 quarters, all 60 minutes with the same intensity. Their defense just gave up a score. The offense was driving, and they threw an interception.
Cliff Reese says Mechie moved from his spot. Man, Bryce is just not running the ball, man. Or maybe he doesn't.
The play was most definitely broke down. It wasn't a design play. The play broke down.
Yeah, he had to make a just off the cuff decision, but maybe he thought the pass looked good. I don't know.
Yeah, I expect Alabama to keep the ball on the ground a little bit more here. Did Notre Dame lose? That's what everybody is saying. That's another huge loss for one of the top teams in college football.
So Notre Dame lost?
With Clemson already having 2 losses and Ohio State having 1 loss. That's an interesting loss for Notre Dame because they do not belong to a conference.
D Pickett, what's going on? Welcome to the chat.
I think they're gonna give us an update. Oh, Cincinnati needed that win. Did Cincinnati get the win, or they just is Notre Dame losing?
Yeah, it's a Notre Dame loss.
Cincinnati with a huge win. Is this the year that a group of 5 school gets into the college football playoff? Huge win by Cincinnati, a top 10 win. Of
Very
course, it's going to be
interesting.
hard for them to get into the college football playoff, but that's a big win by them. Is
We
Alabama's
got-
defense got a safety? Is there a safety?
Class Chronicles, welcome to the chat. Aaron, welcome to the chat.
Surprised there wasn't a safety.
Yup, says safety.
Yeah, it looks like that look as
Looks
if
like
it
they're
was a
taking
safety.
it back.
It looked
Or
like
they
there
didn't-
was a safety. That was a safety. That was a.
It's saying
I
they,
guess
yeah, they
It
didn't
looked
give
like
it
a
to 'em.
safety. It looked like it could have been called a safety.
Jalen Armin Davis has been doing great coverage this game.
3rd and 10.
Besides that penalty,
Alabama's defense look as if they are back to the way that they were playing earlier. You have to get down. You have to get off the field on 3rd down. Third and 10. 35-7. That play was not called a safety. They gave him forward progress. Nice stop by DeMarco
Nice.
Hellens to protect the 1st down. Are they going to go for it? Is Lane Kiffin about to go for it?
he did every other time.
No way. No way. Timeout. No way.
They literally do not have a punter. They left the punter at home. Ole Miss has to do something quick. The game is winding down. It's 35-0. Yeah, Lane, he been going for like
Yeah,
3rd and 4th downs.
No, Lane Kiffin is not about
The
to
whole
go for
game.
it here. I don't think so. But with the score being 35-7, could it get any?
You have to punt it right there.
Yeah, you should punt it.
They're right there. Like, what?
Yeah. He probably too close. But
If they don't punt it, they don't. I don't think
Yeah.
they got to punt it.
yeah, he did go for it in his own territory, which was super weird.
You can have anybody kick the ball. Anything's better than going for it. Just get somebody to kick the ball. I'm a gambling man, so I just went for it and didn't work out. Obviously,
Yo, he's going to get those questions all week. Yo, why did you go for it?
I mean he's right by the 1st down though, but it hasn't worked all game.
No, you get it makes.
I
no
can see if
sense.
it been working maybe,
I'm not
but
going.
they haven't been this close.
Yeah,
To
I'm
the
not
end
going
zone.
to give you a touchdown.
Oh, they got a punter.
He just
showed up.
Showed
He
up.
was
Yeah.
late.
Slade Bolden was back deep this time for the Crimson side.
The punter was
Slade
late.
Bolden and JoJo Earl are both splitting time as punt returners this game.
It looks like the 3rd quarter is winding away. Serena Williams.
But maybe my score prediction will not be right. But I think I was in the ballpark. Maybe in the ballpark for where Alabama is going to
What was it?
in their score with. I had Alabama scoring 41 points. Of course, I had Ole Miss scoring 28.
Oh, okay. I hope it ain't right.
Yeah, Ole Miss. Yeah,
28.
Ole Miss is going to have to produce a lot in this.
That would look
4th
bad.
quarter, most likely. B-Rob trying to go outside, which has not worked well for B-Rob outside. Going outside, that has not worked
Yeah,
well.
you gotta let Jace run there outside.
40 Tuscaloosa product. Jace McClellan has had much
AP
success.
poll, we got Penn State number 4 in the AP poll. AP top
They
10.
play Indiana tonight. Iowa looking
Penn
strong.
State.
Notre Dame was defeated. Florida is in the top 10. And with Notre Dame going down, Florida can be higher than 10 possibly next week. An interesting spot for the Gators.
Yeah, all of that is interesting right there.
And different compared to what we
Yeah,
have
it's
seen in
different.
recent years. Gonna be the fourth quarter for the Crimson Tide, 35-7.
You knew who the top four was going to be.
Wasn't the best third quarter for Alabama. They did get on the board, but of course they were not able to score when they got back into the red zone, and Ole Miss got on the board with Matt Correa running the ball in.
Yeah, the fourth quarter was not too hot. I mean, the third quarter, my bad. It was not too hot for Bama, but throw them foes up. It's fourth quarter. Throw them foes up. Welcome to the watch party. We're sponsored by Wing Out in Birmingham. Also, make sure you get the TDA app. Get all your breaking news. Like, all of y'all should have the TDA app by now. So, but I'm just saying it. Get the TDA app. It's free. Get all your breaking news notifications from Alabama football. We got recruiting information, all the recruiting profiles. Stay up to date on all recruiting with Justin Smith. Everything you need on that. Get the app. Also, make sure you tune in every week to Justin's recruiting shows, updates on the channel. What the heck is this? Coca-Cola commercial was crazy.
Yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. A lot of great content coming this week. A lot of recruiting updates coming surrounding Alabama and Ole Miss's game, because this is a huge recruiting weekend for the Crimson Tide, getting a lot of recruits on campus, including Arch Manning, who, like I said earlier, is most likely the most popular recruit no matter what class. So it was good for Alabama getting him on campus today. A lot of their top targets, a lot of their top commits in the 2022 recruiting class were on campus today as well. So a lot of recruiting updates should be headed to touchdownalabama.com in general.
Facts. Yeah, go to touchdownalabama.com. You can get a subscription.
Yeah, check out some of the recruiting content we have produced over the last couple of days or so.
Justin's working hard, man. Justin is traveling state to state, literally going to these games, filming these recruits, updating all the information on the recruits, making shows, doing a watch party. He's working very hard. TDA is working hard to get y'all content daily. Did Jason McClellan get hurt? I don't think so.
I think they want to give Rodell Williams some carries. Looks as if he's going to be their third back. I know a lot of people are wondering what is going to happen with Trey Sanders, with them most likely being the fourth back right now with that loaded defensive back room that Alabama has.
I think that he possibly was prepared to wait a little bit, because he just came back off an injury. But I don't know. Player one, welcome to the chat. Now, Player one was talking last game. He had the whole chat going crazy. But he came back. He said, hey, I said I will be back and admit I was wrong about the Alabama game. So here I am. Hey, stand up person right there. They stood on their word and came back.
Yo, is it Kevin? Is Kevin been waiting on Player one? I don't think Kevin is here though, Player one.
Kevin Compton?
Yeah.
I think Vegeta was talking to Kevin too. I mean, Player one.
Yeah. I think he was looking for Player one.
Vegeta was going back and forth. Welcome to the chat, Player one.
Second and 14.
Yeah, I don't think any of us.
Crimson Tide delivering the ball to JoJo. No, Jaleel Billings. Jaleel Billings is still getting involved.
I think they purposely turned those screensavers on for this, so they won't show all the information.
Do you think those were real screensavers, or possibly just a piece of paper on top of the screen?
Nah, real. I think it was real.
Yeah,
Bryce.
Yeah,
man,
Bryce takes another sack. The offensive line is holding up.
pressured. He just doesn't have any quick passes open. They might
he was dancing. He was dancing around a lot on that last play.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it was much pressure, but he was dancing around.
Called holding on Ole Miss. Yeah, he was dancing around a lot.
Yeah, he started dancing around doing like
Just
weird.
nobody open.
Yeah, yeah.
He had time. He just won't run. He could have ran that time probably. Looks like B-Rob had a big play. Man, B-Rob is going in, man. He's looking like an old school Bama running back, man.
Yeah, B-Rob
Like
down
a
here
Derrick
running
Henry,
back,
Josh Jacobs.
grinding it out, getting 5 to 6 extra yards, dragging guys.
Mechie on there with the blocks too.
Took 4 guys to take him down that play.
Man, B-Rob going in, man.
Yeah, continue to pound the ball with B-Rob. Of course, continuing to waste the clock.
He was out the last game and came back with a vengeance.
Brian Robinson with a great performance so far. Trey Sanders in the game with Roydell Williams, a 2 running back look.
Roydell with the first down. Man, it's crazy now. You know how everybody wanted to see Trey Sanders? I think it's Bama fans really cool on him right now because B-Rob was going in.
Yeah, and it's a
And
lot to
Jace.
be. Yeah, Jace, even Roydell, did he rush
Roydell.
for 100 yards last game? I'm pretty sure.
I don't think people are so hyped to see Trey Sanders anymore, but just because these other running backs are going in, just keep giving the ball to them.
I think that was a miscommunication. Miscommunication by Bryce and the running back. Look as if he was expecting to like do a fake. It looked as if he was expecting Roydell Williams to be on the other side. No, he was looking for Roydell Williams to fake the handoff, but Roydell Williams blocked immediately.
I mean, it doesn't look like he had nobody open anyway.
Yeah, that play was doomed from the beginning.
Yeah.
Pushing Roydell Williams out to the wide receiver position, letting him line out wide. Young gets out of pressure. Another sack.
Golly. Sacked twice in a row, man. Bryce mad now. He's snapping the ball too high. I mean, that still wasn't because of the snap. He just got rushed, man. You can kind of see Bryce Young's face. Got a little
Jameson
frustrated
Williams
on
is
that
about
one.
to make a play here. I see it in the chat, but he has been quiet this game.
Yeah. Yeet. Nice.
Yeah, I think I'll
He
let
was
him
down.
get down.
Very nice catch by Jameson Williams.
Yeah, I see dark skin 007. If Young doesn't develop a run game, they can bite us in a tight situation. Yeah, it definitely could bite Alabama if he chooses not to run. He can run. He has good speed. He's not slow. Quarterback. He doesn't want to run. It looks as if he's just choosing to pass the ball, but it could definitely hurt Alabama in a situation where there's an opportunity for him to run, but he wants to pass the football.
That's what I was gonna say to Bias. Like, that's a touchdown in the NFL, ain't it? They be doing that a lot.
Yes, touchdown NFL because he wasn't touched. You're not down to your touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, I noticed that because it's on Madden too.
Yeah, I see that happen a lot
Yeah,
in real life too.
yeah. Yeah, and in NFL that's a touchdown. So I guess they're reviewing the pass.
They're trying to see if there was a pass. Let's see what they're talking about. Welcome into the watch party. Thank you for tuning in. Says B-Rob got another touchdown. Man, B-Rob is going in, man.
Yeah, remember in last season, Najee Harris had a huge one this year. Ole Miss, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think it was 5 red zones.
Yeah. B-Rob's one, he can do it. He can do it all too. He can do a little bit of it all too. As far as scoring touchdowns this game, downhill running back, power back.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Alabama fans see Robert Oops getting a lot of playing time in the red zone as the lead blocker.
Robbie, let's go. Like, man, get off me. Man, B-Rob is going in.
Yo, what's that celebration he's doing? I guess. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to say they're little kids.
Like that?
Yeah. But he's gonna do it.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
That was
Yeah, they're right there.
Who used to do that?
Yeah,
Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I don't know what he did.
Man, who used to do that? Hey, y'all, who used to do that? They used to do like that. Wasn't it a football player?
I'm not even sure. It's a lot of crazy celebrations. Yeah, you know the crazy celebrations are like some of the celebrations that were allowed like back in the day.
Yeah. They used to do like whole performances.
Yeah. Like it used to be the whole team.
Can't they still do that in NFL?
Yeah, they can do it in the NFL. They brought it back recently.
They got their jump. Like they practice that at practice and have it ready. Patrick McKeever, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Vodka drinker on that vodka.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, we got 42-7. And Bama can still be score more.
Yeah, I think Alabama's first team will close out this game for sure. I don't know if we'll see a lot of the second team.
Yeah, it's too dangerous to put in. Stick with the first team.
Touchdown, Alabama. Alabama up 42-7 in the fourth quarter.
It's crazy. Everything you do immediately becomes history after it's over. They got replays of this game now, and now it's in history.
They're excited and Bryant Denny at the moment.
They crump.
See, from this camera angle, it looks as if most of the students are still inside of the stadium.
I don't think they leave no more after he said that. I think they be staying.
Yeah, they stand. To be honest, I was leaving. Every blowout, I was leaving. I was gone. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't there anymore.
Sam, welcome to the chat. Sam says, does anybody know what happened to Jace McClellan?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can get an update on with Steven after the game to make sure, to be sure of the situation about Jace McClellan. But at the moment, we don't know if anything is wrong with him at the moment. We know Rodell Williams and Trey Sanders Rodell Williams was getting a couple of snaps, and Trey Sanders got a chance to get one snap, and B-Rob is still getting a lot of snaps. Kendrick Blackshear, the massive linebacker out of Texas, a freshman linebacker with a big play on kickoff.
Man, I've been waiting to see him tackle somebody since he got here. Chase Bryant DeChamp, welcome to the chat. We got Tobias Brookins again with the $10 for the touchdown. He says, super weird drive. Great game by B-Rob. My bros accurately pointed out that Ole Miss has 3 backs. Let's see if D stands up or if SS will be calling for Golden's firing this week again. Stephen Smith.
Did Steven call for his firing?
No. Steven never said that. Steven was saying it was the players.
It might be targeting him, Kendrick Blackshear.
Damn.
Yeah, he led with it. It may be targeting. I think that's targeting. Yeah, that's targeting. I don't think he was trying to hurt the guy, but by targeting, the definition of targeting,
it was all
that's
head.
Targeting. It's all head. He led with his head.
He actually hit his head, then he brought his arms up.
That's targeting.
Like he trying to ram him.
It's targeting. It's no way to even explain it.
Look, his arms are down.
Like you're not even taught to have your head in that position. That's dangerous for you. That play probably was more dangerous for Kendrick Blackshear. You got to keep your head up. That was a dangerous play for real for Kendrick Blackshear. It was more dangerous to him than the runner.
Well, 15 seconds of fame. It's too big to be doing that, man. Just slam him. Then he gets like a little more lean though.
Yeah, he doesn't look as big as he looked in high. But then again, I think he blends in too. So it's a combination of like everyone else is big too. But he has slimmed down.
Pictures in high school,
he has slimmed down. Yeah. He was slimmed down a little bit in high school. He looked a lot bigger as a junior in high school.
See if I can pull it up, man.
Ole Miss get behind Alabama's linebackers in front of the safeties to make a big play right there.
Let me show y'all Kendrick Blackshear in high school, in case y'all forgot, man. Like this right here. Does he look this big right now? This dude was huge. But he's around other people that are big too. But I don't know if he looked that big no more.
Yeah, I think he slimmed down a bit. But yeah, he was a massive guy. Just
dude was huge.
A tank for him.
Steven said he was eating stimulant fried chicken.
Ole Miss on the screen.
He was short of the first down.
Pushes him out of bounds.
What Jordan Battle got on his arms?
I was just about to. I was like,
that's that Madden creative player stuff. Them armbands?
Yeah, he has like 3 armbands.
Them actually like cloth bands.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cloth bands. See Matt Corral taking it.
It's another picture of Blackshear in high school. I don't know. It look like he slimmed down to me. What y'all think?
Yeah, he slimmed down. Yeah, he slimmed down compared. Yeah, I think they might.
I think they slim him down to get him faster.
Yeah, it looks like a sophomore, just like a junior picture. Yeah, he's definitely slimmed down compared to that picture.
It's Kendrick Blackshear, man. You don't need to target. You looking like that?
Ole Miss is pushing the ball down the field. Jalen Norman Davis, they are attacking the Mobile native. He has been impressive these first couple of games. He looked good in coverage a couple of times. Pass interference earlier was not a good play. They are attacking Jalen Armour Davis at the moment.
They did Trayvon Diggs like that. They're tearing his side up. Like a catch to me.
That's a touchdown.
Oh, touchdown.
It might be a touchdown.
He said can't stand. Eric Thomas said can't stand Gary Danielson. That's why people don't like him. When something bad happens to your team, he just go on and on.
Yeah. Yeah, Willie 351. Let that have been Joe. Everybody would have been talking about it.
Man, Joe would have slammed that dude before the ball
Now,
even got to him.
Job would. Like I said, you can say what you want to say about Job, the pass interferences. Yeah, they are not attacking Josh Job, and when they do attack me, they are not going to be able to catch the ball.
He had saved the team from some touchdowns.
And they most definitely testing Jalen Armour Davis today, which is something we have not seen. I think that is something when you go back and look at the tape, no other team has tested him.
Yep. They got 14 if this extra point is good, which it should be. They say it's a touchdown. Well, I don't know if they got it yet. This game is crazy, though. I think it's safe to say. Well, I think, of course, Bama has the game won. We're just trying to see how many points Ole Miss will score. Why his shoes so big? His shoes look huge from that angle.
So I'm trying to keep up, man.
I'm talking about that. Why he got big shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, they say they stopped him.
On first and goal. It's first and goal. This will be a huge stop for the Crimson Tide. I'm pretty sure Lane Kiffin is going for it. This fourth down territory. Well, the whole field is fourth down territory for Lane Kiffin today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Battle is down. Could be. I'm not sure what he is holding. Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Oh.
Is it his ankle?
I think something with his ankle or his knee. It look like it bent like.
Is it his ankle or I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. What is he holding? It look like an ankle.
It look like he in some pain, man.
Yeah,
Dang.
it look as if it was a non-contact injury. It's basically after the play.
Yeah, I think somebody rolled on his leg after the play.
Yeah, its story is behind him on the depth chart, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Branch played there. It'll be interesting to see.
It's a lot of people they don't have in the Heisman house. They won Heisman's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reggie Bush up in there.
No. He's not in there. He don't even have his anymore.
Sam said it looks like a hamstring.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, is it a
cramp.
hamstring, a cramp?
What I seen, it looked like he either tried to get out of the way and stepped the wrong way,
Yeah.
or somebody
It
rolled
looked as if it
onto
was a non-contact injury. I don't think no one hit him.
Yeah.
Play was basically over.
In Fansville, all they do is drink Dr. Pepper. Everybody will be messed up. It's straight sugar. That's all they drink.
Oh, Fansville.
Yeah, that's all they drink is Dr. Pepper. I mean, I think on one commercial, the dude was in a hospital and they had an IV with Dr. Pepper in it. Well, I guess they can survive on it. They evolve somehow or something.
Yeah, it's just been interesting, that the whole Dr. Pepper ad campaign. That's a long ad campaign. I think it has been going for years now.
Yeah, Fansville.
Yeah.
I like the commercials. See his. Oh, it looked like his left ankle.
Yeah, I was thinking like an ankle.
It got kind of stepped on.
I'm not. Who was in the game on the back end right there?
They're saying they scored.
Is it Daniel Wright?
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoop Connor comes in.
Coach Smook said Daniel Wright is garbage.
Yeah. It looks as if they are going to go with Wright. Well, Helms and Branch. Yeah, Wright. It's gonna be right in the game for Jordan Battle. Snoop Connor with the TD.
It's one of the receivers Steven was mentioning. One of the top receivers, Snoop Connor.
Yes. Snoop Connor had a good game. I think I'm not sure if he had a good. I knew he played a role.
Running back.
He played a role in
Running back.
their game last season.
Snoop Dogg, yeah, down. What is the flag?
I think
a flag
roughing
on
the kid.
Bama.
Josh
Come on,
Josh
man.
with the
Josh O gets so many penalties, man. Even though it was good anyway, but
it was on the extra point.
yeah.
I think Nick Saban is preparing the return team for the onside kick.
This man got so many penalties in his career. It's crazy. Willie 351 say they know not to throw on my dog Job. JAD my guy too, but he not Job yet. I mean, Job just gonna pass interfere though.
Yeah, but they don't test Job though. Like I said,
Yeah.
he gives other pass interference, but I don't think Job has. I'm pretty sure probably been one time, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't. Not at the top of my head, I can't remember a time where someone caught the ball.
Yeah, you ain't gonna catch on Job, man. He gonna do something. You're not catching on Job.
He's gonna make a good play, or he's going to
do
pass
interference.
interference.
You catching on me, especially like deep ball. Nah, never.
What? Yo.
What happened?
Yo, did you see that commercial?
Nah.
Yeah, that's a funny commercial. Yo, it was a trick play. They went out a stroller like it was a baby. So they took out like it was a baby, but it was a football.
Oh. It's a non-football act.
Oh man.
But we're in the TDA watch party. It's 42-14, Bama. Like I said, man, games just, I don't know about the games this year. The games are just going.
Yeah, this is another one of those, I think, weird games you said. Like, Alabama dominated the first half, but this second half has been pretty even.
Yeah.
It's pretty even.
That's
If
what I
I'm
was
not
hoping.
mistaken, I think it's 14-14 this second half.
Yeah, I was hoping that Bama kind of learn from Florida game to come in the second half and keep the momentum up, keep the consistency, don't get complacent, even though you scored a lot first half. But
Yeah, the Crimsons are definitely going this game in the first half. We are looking for the onside kick here.
it looks clear like they slowed down a little bit, the defense.
No onside kick. Gotta get the ball. Slay has to get the ball now.
You can cancel the safe catch.
No, on the kickoff, if that ball is on the ground, the offense can pick it up and score.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's no.
It looked like he was running though. You can still run. Well, I guess if he doesn't, if he don't catch.
Just another game I think Alabama fans want to watch, especially with their win over Kentucky and Florida going at it. Kentucky undefeated. One of the only undefeated teams who are not ranked. I was surprised that they were not ranked when I took a look at the rankings and saw that they were an undefeated team, but they are not ranked. Robbie Oops getting in the game.
There's a lot of shocking teams out
Oops
here
in
doing
the I
good.
formation.
Oots.
Man, let Oops get the ball.
Y'all gonna see, guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Alabama's gonna pound it. Brian Robinson's getting ready to pound this drive.
Yeah, they're saying Brian Robinson did something nasty.
B-Rob with the big
Get off
block. Oots with the block leading the way for B-Rob.
Bro, Oots is the block master, man. He go block and sit down. That's all he do.
Yeah, it's his ankle.
Yeah, battle ankle.
Yeah, we'll get an update on Jordan Battle from Stephen M. Smith. Stay tuned to our YouTube page as well. Pretty sure we'll have an update on Jordan Battle.
Saban should update it in the press conference after the game, which Stephen is attending, so we'll get information on.
Injuries are usually the first thing he discusses. Detroit Holden is the only wide receiver in the game in this I formation. It's heavy look for the Crimson Tide.
Oh,
I think there was Robbie Oots' opportunity to get the ball. I think it's going to Cameron the 2. But I think Oots had an opportunity to be the safety valve for Bryce on that particular play.
was that supposed to be for Trayshawn Holden?
Yeah, it's supposed to be for Cameron the 2. I think it was basically throwing the ball away. A bit of some play action. I know that was something Coach Schmook was looking forward to in the second half. How I'm going back to a 3 wide receiver look, 3 wide receiver stack to the right.
Said Oots fail. Robbie Oops. As y'all can see, I don't know as much about football as Justin and Steven. I be asking them questions all the time. I'm the producer.
Yeah, but it's funny. I think we have to go back and count all of the snaps behind JoJo Earl. I'm pretty sure Robbie Oops has had the most snaps when it comes to freshmen.
About JoJo. This here is a nice pass coming up.
The first big pass down the field. Bryce Young stepping up in the pocket. Goes down the field to Jameson Williams.
Did a Spider-Man pose at the end.
Yeah, Bryce is very comfortable in the pocket. Cliff Reese. He has good pocket presence. Steps up in the pocket. Delivers a great pass to Jameson Williams right there. Yeah, he has thrown a lot of great passes, medium passes for the most part. Robbie Oots back in the game for the Crimson Tide. He had tight end this time.
Oots.
They about to run it, so they put Oots in the game to block. He running right behind over Oots.
Man, Oots got them blocks, man. Oots got you locked down. You cannot get away. Just run behind Oots, man.
Yeah, are we in a time machine? Did we go back to did we go back a couple of years? This is old Alabama.
Yeah.
This is old Alabama.
It's starting to look like
yeah, they keeping Robbie Oots back at fullback, leading the way for B-Rob.
It's straight
getting
run.
all the playing time today.
Grind and pound.
You'll get Oots with a good block on 21.
Look at Robbie, man. Man, Oots is
yeah, B-Rob
Oots
running
got
the ball
the block
pretty good.
on lock.
Yeah, Alabama looks as if they are trying to grind out the clock.
It do like one of them old games, man. And B-Rob got that build too, with them old strong running backs. Them built running backs.
3rd and 2 for the Crimson Tide.
Randall Banks was going on. Welcome to the chat. He says they trying to take the air out the ball.
Yeah, they most definitely are.
Trying to do that
3
Patriots.
wide set.
New England Patriots.
No. Not literally take that out. JoJo Earl in space.
Oh.
What? Nice play by Ole Miss's defense.
Nah,
nice play by Ole Miss's defense. Yeah, nice play by Ole Miss's defense. Trash.
How many yards is Rob at? According to ESPN, it says he has 163 yards, 32 carries, 163 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
That's Derrick Henry-ish.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that Derrick Henry-ish type of stats.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Those are Derrick Henry stats.
Because I was hoping he would try to reach 150. Dude got 163. 4 touchdowns. B-Rob is going in.
Like James Burnham is going to punt it once we get back from commercial. If Ole Miss scores again, my score prediction would have been pretty close. Score would have been 42-21. I said 41-28.
James Burnham. Yeah.
But everybody else's score prediction is really close as well. Those who said 17, 55, 17,
it's like
48, 17.
It's been opposite. Last year, the second half Bama was completely different when they came out. It's looking like the first half Bama is better this year, and the second half just inconsistent.
I'm pretty sure
slowing
that's something
down.
Nick Saban is going to talk about. Like you said, last year that was the national championship team, arguably the greatest college football team ever. They play all 4 quarters, and that is something Nick Saban wants this team to do. That is something that they are going to have to do to win even to win an SEC championship game, because you most likely play one of the top teams in the country in Georgia if you make it to the SEC championship game, and things only get tougher from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's been saying it. I'm sure he's been trying to preach it. I thought they fixed it for this game, but
yeah, not the best second half, but overall good performance by Alabama's defense in terms of containing this Ole Miss.
Yeah, it was
offense.
a good job. Yeah, overall, it was a good job by the defense for sure. Nona Davis, welcome to the chat. We're taking calls at the end of the game, so you can call in, give your thoughts. The number will be on the screen in a little bit here. Make sure you call in and give your thoughts when the game is over. Post-game call in. I think that Bama fans will be a lot more overall satisfied with the team's performance than other games or other recent games. It's just the second half, man. Second half kind of messed it up, but
it looks as if Ole Miss is going to get a 4th down stop on this
B-Rob
play.
cannot get in. Yeah, it happens. Coach Smooth said, "What the was that?"
Yeah, that was too old school. He might have went too old school.
Who was that limping? 85.
Gives Alabama an opportunity to test their defense some more. Yeah, Ole Miss had a
Austin P won.
No, the Ole Miss whoop Austin P.
Oh, I thought they were saying
yeah.
that. I'm about to say.
Jalen Moody with a bad open field tackle. I think this is some of his first action of the game.
See,
not the best play by Moody.
Bama slacking up, man. Alabama's defense is slacking up. The first half defense looks completely different in this second half.
Got Jalen Moody in the game at linebacker for the Crimson Tide. Corral dropping back. He's gonna get. Oh, he got out of the sack. Got the ball off. A nice pass by. They went out to Josh Jobe on that play.
See, that's what happened with Florida. It's a whole different.
Yeah, I think the defense took. I think the defense is relaxed. I think the Alabama defense has cooled off. The defensive line's not getting pressure like they once were.
I think that's how they're looking at it. Like, it's 42-14, 3 minutes left. We won the game.
How many times has Ole Miss's number 25 ran football? He looks really explosive, and he looks like he's adding a different. He's looking really explosive this drive. Maybe it's because everybody else is tired.
Yeah. Or they saved them.
Solid performances by both quarterbacks.
Yeah,
They didn't have dominant performance. Yeah, it wasn't just solid games by both of them.
Yeah.
Matt Corral, nice job by not putting the ball into bad situations.
Parrish going in, man. The defense is slacking.
You got to play all 4 quarters, and it's hard to say Alabama played 4 quarters this game.
No. The third.
Basically, two quarters in the first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, that third quarter wasn't good. This quarter ain't looking good. It's looking like they're just trying to get the game over with, ready to go home.
Yeah, trying to escape with the victory.
But Ole Miss can't score again.
Yeah.
Can't pull a win off, I don't think. But
yeah, if you had to make an analysis by this Alabama's defense, this Alabama team overall, you might say that they're not a 4-quarter team, which is something Nick Saban wants to challenge his team to be. It's a very talented team.
Which is weird for Bama.
It's a very talented team. They showed in the first half how talented they can be. They fly all over the football field. Their defensive line can get penetration with Will Anderson, Fedarian Mathis, and some of the reserve guys getting some playing time. Tim Smith. Like, they can be in the right position to dominate, but you have to do that all 4 quarters.
And that's why Steven, I think that's why Steven was talking about there's coaching involved, but the players need to get that mentality.
Yeah. It's a lot of effort. And like tackling, the coach can't make the tackle. He can teach the tackling technique. He can tell you what to do. The coach can't tackle.
Now you can see, I mean, the coaching or play calling can be there, but if you go into the second half thinking we win the game, you complacent, whatever, I mean, you can't coach that. It's looking like that's what's happening. I'm not on the team, so I don't know, but that's what it looks like. Looks like a mental issue with this defense and offense, really.
Yeah. I think
offensive line.
I think Tobias discussed it really well too. Talked about not being a dog, not being that dog throughout the game. Like you guys not getting anything. You ain't getting anything. It don't matter. It's fourth quarter over. It don't matter. We are not giving up anything easy at any point in the game.
Yeah, that's why the team has won so much, because of that mentality that it doesn't matter how much you win. You can't get the big head. You can't think like you always should continue to try to prove and win.
And I think
or
that
the whole dynasty
Alabama's
will fall.
Yeah, I think it's something Alabama's defenses have had in the past, but this is a solid win. Of course, you want to see the Crimson Tide fan base want to see Alabama play all 4 quarters to the level that they have, the level that they are able to play at.
Mm-hmm. If Bama keeps this mindset, they will stop winning. You got to keep the mindset. You don't, and it's hard to keep the mindset.
Yeah, when you're winning,
jumps super hard.
Yeah, when you're winning,
hard.
but
yeah, when you're the winning team, you don't have anyone to beat. Like, you're the top. There's no other Alabamas for Alabama to beat. Like, they're the top. When other people play Alabama, it's like, this is Alabama. This is Nick Saban. It's a whole different ballgame. Alabama doesn't have that feeling with anybody, so it's hard to keep that.
All out blitz on that last
mentality.
play. Nice play, nice play, and nice play designed by Pete Golden on the all out blitz. A nice design for to keep Job on the running back.
Job is wild, man.
Yeah, nice defense by Job on that particular play, showing off his knowledge of the defense.
When Job uses what he does,
I meant Jalen Moody. I meant Jalen Moody that last play. I meant Jalen Moody. I meant Jalen Moody.
It's looking like Job did something here that was not good.
I meant Jalen Moody. I meant Jalen Moody that last play when he covered the running back on all out blitz. McElroy taking a shot to the end zone. Nobody on.
What happened? What did Job do? I ain't see him do nothing.
Hold up. Oh, what they did. Oh, come on now. Come on.
He grabbed him twice.
No, I didn't see too much of a grab that play.
I think it was at the beginning. It wasn't that bad though.
Whoa, I gotta see that replay. I don't know about a pass interference.
That was off the
now
line.
Nick Saban got to
That's
debate
why
that
Saban
one.
mad.
Nick Saban got to debate that one now. He do pass interference now, but I don't think that's pass interference.
Nah, man, it was off the line, and he grabbed him a little bit. Then he like kind of tapped him as he was running.
Ah, come on, man, come on. It was a little
I
bump.
guess he kind of
It was a little bump.
he kind of
But
stopped him from running a little bit.
Yeah. I guess.
I guess that's what they're saying.
It still wasn't the most horrendous call.
They scored.
Ole Miss is scoring late.
Hey,
Yeah,
they
my
scored
score.
again.
Yeah, my score prediction is not
The
looking
score
bad.
prediction was
It's coming in a way
Basically.
that I didn't think about though. I felt it was
Yeah.
gonna be more closer in the first half, then eventually grow into that.
this is the same thing that happened in Florida. Same scenario.
Yeah, this is the same Alabama team we have seen all year. I think a couple times this year, not being able to finish the game. I even think Miami game. I think Nick Saban said it. Like we don't play like 2 quarters of football. This team is going to be challenged to play all 4 quarters.
This is looking like a first half team this year. Where Bama's supposed to be strong at the second half, especially the fourth quarter. We got the fourth quarter necklaces.
Yeah. This
I
team
can't even wear my fourth quarter necklace no more.
Yeah. What's the? I forget the slogan. Like Alabama's legendary 4-quarter dominance.
Yeah, representing Alabama's legendary fourth quarter dominance.
Yeah.
Get your 4-finger bling necklace.
They gotta change. They gotta change their logo this season.
Man, we need
Change their slogan this season.
we need a first quarter necklace now. Get your first quarter necklace. Gonna be a 1. Representing Alabama's first quarter dominance.
Yeah, that was a bad call. And the Josh Jobe call.
Yeah, he cussing them out.
That wasn't a bad pass interference call.
He cussed that man out.
Yeah. Calling up to the press.
Boy on the phone.
Yeah.
They used to put it on the Madden games. Have them on the phone.
Yeah. When I was little, I thought it was calling home.
Yeah, I thought they were talking to their parents, like for motivation. When I was younger.
Yo, I'm dead serious. I thought they were calling home. Like I thought like you checking in at home.
Like you at the game.
Like when you think
I
about
thought-
why would
I
they
thought
be
that too,
why
man.
would they be calling home? Like that makes no sense.
Just the quarterback.
Like he's the only one with phone privileges. Oh man, that's funny. Look as if Alabama's gonna try to run the clock out for the rest of this fourth quarter.
It's crazy, man. The energy was up. Everything was cool, and second half went back to the same old stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna take a miracle for Ole Miss to come back. I don't think Ole Miss is coming back.
Yeah, I don't
Look as if Alabama's gonna run the ball. Heavy set. Damian George is on the field. Got Darian Dalco. Got Emil Ikior. Javion Cohen.
I don't think they coming. I don't think they gonna win. But
Yeah. It's all. They don't have any more timeouts. It's over. I see Damian George is in his heavy set now. Robert Oots blocking as well.
Robbie, oops.
Yeah. Oots getting major playing time this game. He deserves a pass attempt.
Man, his blocking is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if he's in the game anymore. I would think he is. I see a tight end is in the game. I think that is him or Cameron Latou. Yeah, Cameron Latou is in the game blocking now. B-Rob. Nice run by Brian Robinson.
We are taking calls after the game. You can call in right now. We're taking calls directly after the game. The calling number is right there.
Yeah, and it looks as if the game is officially over.
Yeah. That's game, so you can call in, give your thoughts if you would like to.
Crimson Tide take the win, 42-21.
42-21.
My prediction was 41-28. Pretty close. I think a lot of people expected it to be a closer game. I guess some people did predict a score like this, but I think a lot of people felt it would come in a different way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying this year. I don't know what's going to happen. Asking for a friend. It's a tremendous job, gentlemen. Thanks for the party. Appreciate you coming in, chilling with us. We got some callers on the line. We're going to go ahead and take some callers. Let me set this up.
They're ready to take a couple of calls
Quick.
after Alabama's dominant, first half basically, and they were able to get the win eventually.
All right, we go. First caller on the line.
Caller, you're live with me and John, of course. Alabama picking up a win over Ole Miss today, 42-21. What are your overall thoughts about that performance?
Hey, how's it going? This is Tobias from Fresno. I'm
What's up,
excited.
Tobias?
Hey man, I'm good. I'm good. This is wonderful. We put a little bit of a smack down on them, and so I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of different things that happen. I'll save some of that for next week, but I would like to point out the thought came across my mind, like the difference that Nick Saban was talking about between winning a game and beating somebody. And I think that's what we're talking about in the chat when we're saying stuff like, man, didn't keep their intensity up, didn't keep the energy up. It's like we flop in the second period. I know fans may not realize this, but the other team want to win too. Like, so it ain't, to think that you're going to hit somebody, 50 times and then they're going to give up, that may not happen. I think our guys they'll get it in the next games because you're going to have Texas A&M, you're going to have that Mississippi State, you're going to have that Tennessee who just had a big win today. You're going to learn, like, you have to hit that person and win your box every play. And if you're not a dog, like a dog, like I get joy that I defeated you in the box. If you're not that guy, if you're just glad that the play went well and I scored, then it's going to be trouble for you when you play a great team. I also want to point out the difference between good teams and great teams in college football, because some of the fans I'm looking in the chat, sometimes they say things like, oh, we got 5 stars all over the place, we just plug and play. No, we don't. No, that's not the way that works. Because even the 5-star has to know the scheme. The 5-star has to know where to be. The 5-star has to know, what to do on any given play. So they got to be up to speed. So we might have guys sitting on the bench that everyone is saying, put in this one, put in that one. They may not be ready, though. And so you're going to get them out there and they're going to look a fool. So just pointing out, like, the difference between an Ole Miss and an Alabama is the depth itself. So if that depth is not developed, though, any team can beat you on any given day. I won't say any team, but most Power 5 teams have enough good players on their team to do something, in a game. So today, this is a huge win, especially with all the hype that was going on about Ole Miss is coming in. They're going to do this and that. I didn't believe it. I said that to Stephen Smith this week. I was like, it's going to be a blowout, man. Look at the tape. So anyway, with that said, man, I love what y'all do. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep dropping in the chat, man.
Super chats. Tobias, always a great caller, always a great supporter. We do have another caller live with us, Senator live with us in the TDA watch party. I know you have a lot to say. I'm just going to get out of your way and let you speak your mind about that performance by Alabama today.
I don't really have a lot to say, bro. Like, honestly, what fans need, I want to respond to Zolan in the chat. Like, you talking about how many points Alabama is scoring. Alabama is averaging 40-plus points a game still this season, okay? You talking about Loxley and Sark and Kiffin would have put up 70-plus. Loxley didn't play many defenses that played 3 high safety, that put 6 DBs on the field, against Tua. A lot of people didn't even trust that our wide receivers would break out like they did over the past the years we had. Ruggs, Judy. A lot of people thought we were going to fall off after Ridley. A lot of defense didn't respect us with the quarterback that we put in after Tua. Like, so you got to look at schemes. Somebody in the chat just said it. Schematically, people don't play Alabama offense for the run no more. So for Bill O'Brien to go and expose that early in the game and we capitalized on it, I think we went, 5 of 6 on our starting drives. We went 5 straight drives with scoring before we were stopped. So you can't argue with the production and to still go and be able to control the line of scrimmage on defense early. If you thought Lane Kiffin was going to get out of this game with 0 points, you are a freaking fool. Lane Kiffin went and did it at FAU. He turned offense that nobody was talking about at FAU and turned them around and made them a top 10 ranked offense. They were playing lower level talent, but a great offensive mind knows how to maximize his assets and what he has to work with. And that's what made Lane Kiffin great at Alabama. You have great assets, you're going to have great offensive production. So kill that noise. Their defense, schematically, Pete Golden called a great game. First drive was shaky, but when it got in the red zone where Matt Corral struggles, where he has to make reads, you saw what the defense did. They trusted the coaching, and they were finally wrapping up and playing gang. They were gang tackling. Everybody was flocking to the ball. Second half, the intensity got a little less, but you got to understand, there was more pre-snap motion in the second half from Ole Miss than there was in the first half. I don't know what Lane Kiffin thought he was going to do by coming out and trying to play football. Like, if you watch Georgia or Arkansas games, Arkansas tried to just come out and play football without making the linebackers and the defensive ends read, And Lane tried to do that because I guess he thought they could match up athletically, but defensive discipline, sound football in the first half exposed it. So try watching football sometimes, fans, and trust that the coaching staff is doing the best. Nick Saban has assembled a coaching staff of mixed mindset. So Bill O'Brien coming down and even our offensive line coach Maroney, you can see the difference in play calling and how effective it is. You got Brian Robinson averaging 7-8 yards to carry, in the first half. You don't go away from that in the second half. You keep doing that until somebody stops it. So yeah, man, great game from us. Just small stuff, like we said, effort on the defense, wrapping up, tackling. DeMarco Helms is a liability, guys. Job is a liability, but we can live with Job on the outside. Not many people gonna get a chance to test us on the perimeter like that, so we can live with that liability. But Helms in the middle, run support, being able to cut off the pop route to the tight end, that's got to be big. That's what made Eddie Jackson and other safeties that thrived in Alabama's defense great. Minka Fitzpatrick, where he had to play back there. Being able to have that feel to jump those pop passes on the RPO and to shut down that, be that extra support at the second level on the run game is going to be big later on. And stop talking about UGA. UGA ain't won the national championship 41 years. They do this every year. They start off 5-0, 6-0, and then they drop one to a sub-500 team. So let's keep the focus on Bama. Roll Tide. Nick Saban got this in the bag. We got another dub. On to next week. Roll Tide, y'all. I'm out of here.
Thank you so much for the call, Senator. Yeah. Some great things to say. We have another.
No.
He has some great things to say. Of course, always great to hear what he has to say. After the game wraps up. But as far as my thoughts about this performance, I thought it was going to come down to the defense. I think Alabama's defense did step up, especially in the first half. But I think the message of this game, I think the biggest takeaway from this game is what a lot of our callers said. Alabama has to play a complete football game in terms of showing effort in the third and fourth quarters. You definitely want to see that from your guys. I think that is something Nick Saban is going to pounce on probably in a couple of press conferences this week. So a pretty effective performance overall by the Crimson Tide. I think Bryce Young looked really well today, really good today. Just his ability to throw the football into some tight windows, his ability to avoid some pressure. Although a lot of people are, I am still wondering why he does not run the ball at times, but I do feel that he is a guy who likes to throw the football, but he holds the football at times as well, which is something that caused a couple of sacks in this game. That is something Alabama's offense is going to try to work on. It's really interesting to see Alabama go to more of an old school approach and run the football a lot during this game. So those are my thoughts about this performance.
Yeah, and in the mentality aspect, just like Steven was saying on his segment about people want Pete Golden fired, but he was putting it on the players to step up, just like Tobias was saying. The players need that mentality. I think it's just a new era forming. You know, it's not the old Bama team. Players are different. Kids are raised different. It's a lot of different stuff. And the mentality of this, keeping the game going and keeping that championship mentality, which the championship mentality isn't, you know, we won, we good. Yeah. We got to keep winning. That's just the mentality of Bama. So you got to keep that standard. Even the old teams were still trying to prove themselves, but newer teams have to keep that same mentality as well to keep winning, or the dynasty is going to end. You can't have that mentality. It's all about mentality. It's all about, you got the talent, but you got to keep up that mentality. But definitely thank you for calling in. HB Slane, thank you for joining in. Silas Grace. Yeah, I think that was a game that kind of went unexpected, but maybe the score turned out how people was thinking it was. It was starting off crazy, but I guess it ended up kind of in the ballpark of what most people would expect.
I see Silas Grace with the question is, guys, is Bryce Young the Heisman favorite now? I think he's in a good position to be the favorite. I think we are going to hear a lot about Bryce moving forward. Just looking at his impressive stat line, the way that he plays, I think right now we are going to continue to see him get better and better. Like I've said, always on the watch party, he has not played his best football yet. There still looks to be a long way off, and I think once he's able to continue to get better, and I think he's going to continue to put up impressive stats. So I think a lot of people had him as the Heisman favorite before now. So I think you could say he's a Heisman favorite for sure now after his performance. If you want to compare that, Matt Corral was on the other side, on the opposite sideline, but I think he's definitely in the conversation to be the favorite.
Yeah, and we got a caller here on the line.
We have another caller live on the TDA watch party after watching the Crimson Tide defeat the Ole Miss Rebels on today. What are your thoughts about that great performance by the Crimson Tide?
Hey, how are you? Just wanted to give my thoughts on the game, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, you can give your thoughts.
One second. I was watching the game, and I'm probably like a lot of the fans who've been kind of chiming in. Not really sure how I feel about the win. I mean, let me back up. I'm sorry. The win is great. Feels good. I don't like how we didn't finish, though. 42-7 or whatever it was, and then we can't seem to just close it out when we really needed to. I'm a little concerned I don't think we're having any problems with anybody else in the regular season. I don't think we'll have any issues with Texas A&M. I don't think we'll have any issues with Auburn or LSU, Mississippi State, any of those guys, not even Arkansas from what I saw. But we're more than likely going to play Georgia. I know the last caller said not to mention it, but, I mean, let's come on. I mean, we got to get ready for those guys. If we can't finish, we got a lucky, I don't want to say lucky, but we got really fortunate with Tua in that 2-26 call that won the national championship. Otherwise, Georgia's going home with the victory there. We can't let them get that type of confidence knowing that we can't play 4 quarters. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing us improve a little bit. I was impressed with how the defense started, but we just got to finish those four quarters, all 4 quarters. The Roll Tide, thank you for taking my call. I enjoyed listening to you guys. Hope you were fed really well as well. But thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the call, caller. As always,
Appreciate
thank everybody for calling in. And he basically hit on what we have been discussing as well, keeping that energy throughout the football game. I think, like I said earlier, Nick Saban is going to discuss that a lot, I think, this upcoming week, about how they are challenged to play the entire 4 quarters, especially with an SEC matchup coming up against Texas A&M, a night game coming up next Saturday.
Yes, and thank you for tuning in to the watch party. As always, we're here every Saturday doing these games. So we got Texas A&M next. Yeah. Texas A&M is next. Like I said, I don't know how that game's gonna go. I don't know how these games are gonna go now. You see, these games are just like, so I don't know. Yeah. But we'll be back here on next Saturday with the watch party for Texas A&M. Make sure you like the show if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Saturday. Also, any injury updates or anything like that, Stephen Smith, our senior reporter, is in the press conference. So he will be getting us any information we need to give you that are urgent. We'll get that to you. And we will have a show Monday live at 6 p.m. Central. Stephen Smith, in my own words. Make sure you tune into that. And we're about to head out. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Peace.